Should make it full screen.
Tonight's program is brought to you by SpongeBob Band-Aids. SpongeBob Band-Aids. When you need a Band-Aid, choose SpongeBob Band-Aids. Oh, hi, SpongeBob.
Hey, Patrick, are we going to have a show tonight?
I don't know. Probably. I guess. I don't know. It's Hebrews' channel.
Well, maybe you should ask Hebrew.
Oh, that was horrible, SpongeBob.
Oh, sorry, Patrick.
Up from the depths, 30 stories high, breathing fire, his head in the sky. Godzilla, 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 and Godzilla.
Hey, oops.
Up from the depths, 30 stories high.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Thursdela Thursday. I'm your host with the most that likes to put cinnamon toast in my yoast. Hebrew77 here, along with Sagittarically Speaking, and we are going to have a wild Thursdela Thursday for you folks here tonight. We got one heck of an audience watching tonight, Saggy.
We do. What do you mean we got one heck of an audience watching tonight?
Well, I got to tell you something, brother. We got Lotar 900, John from America doing his thing in the background, Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine?
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine?
Michael Fontaine. We got Keith's dad up and ready.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm. Keith's dad is in the audience tonight, man. I'll tell you what. I had one heck of a time with Keith's dad on Taco Tuesday this coming week, you know?
You did, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. You need to get out more often, expand your horizons, make new friends.
I know, right? Yeah. But seriously, though, that Taco Tuesday was my fault, man.
Hey, you know what? I was looking at the merchandise earlier, and I saw that we have a Taco Tuesday T-shirt that has a taco on it and says, "Let's taco about it."
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Oh, hey, there's Miss Connie Joe. She popped in there.
All right, Miss Connie Joe. Well, is that it? Is there anybody else?
Nothing I know of.
All right.
That's all we got so far.
Well, you know, speaking of the other day, it was just a misunderstanding. It's all water under the bridge. What's important is the here and now, my friend.
Wait a minute.
And here,
did you say? Wait, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but did you just say butter under the bridge?
Water under the bridge.
Oh, I thought you said butter.
Well, yeah, that would. Okay.
Well, because
yeah.
I was putting that on my toast.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would make sense. Yeah. Well, that would be like, okay. Well, I guess you could do that. Yeah, sure. Either way, what matters is the here and now, my friend.
Oh, okay.
And here and now, you have your toast, you have your butter, and you can spread it all over it however way you like.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. I didn't know that. I really didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the moment that we live in, my friend.
Yeah, you got to live in that moment because you never know how many of those moments you get.
That is true. You know, that is something I've been thinking about quite a bit lately.
Mm-hmm.
The other day was my dad's 70th birthday.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm.
And then I got to thinking, you know what? So I did the math, to see what year he was born and blah, 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 blah. And I came to the realization that he had me when he was 18 years old. That's when I was born. So he's only got like an 18-year-old head start on me, which isn't even a full 20 years, my friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So what I see him doing now, it could be 18 years away from me.
Oh, no.
Do you see what I'm saying, my friend?
Yeah. It all comes together. It all comes together. It's like when you see Popeye and his pappy, and then you realize that if you took the old white beard away from Pappy, you basically have Popeye.
Yes, you do.
You know, so like when you that's sort of a what you call it for getting old.
You know, the other thing I noticed too is how much family members look alike. I know it sounds strange, but hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I sold my truck about a month ago. Okay, and the guy that bought it off me, him and his brother came to pick it up. His brother was giving him a ride back so he could drive, or ride here so he could drive the truck home, right? And they look so much alike, I couldn't hardly tell. If they had been wearing the same color shirt, I would have been getting them confused.
Yeah.
And then we had the people come. We're getting ready to sell this house, so we had people come work on the central air unit, and it was him and his uncle, and again, they look so much alike, and it was. But that wasn't even. I mean, that one was okay. That one was mild. You can tell because one had gray hair and the other didn't. Okay, but then today the electrician came, and it was him and his brother. And I swear I thought there was one guy here, and that he kept changing shirts.
Oh man.
I think there's only one vehicle, and I never seen them both at the same time until the very end when they were all wrapping it up, and I was like, I had to look twice, like I was watching a Wrigley Spearmint gum commercial or something. I didn't know what was going on. It's very, 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 very. I don't know, man. The synchronicity of brother and family members and how much they look alike has been happening a lot to me lately. But I've kind of went on a rant here. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, that's no problem. I was trying to dig up a picture of my grandpa and his brother, and if you see them standing together, you wouldn't you almost see like an older version of the other. You know, my grandpa's like I don't know, 12, maybe 11 years older than my uncle.
Okay.
So but they look a lot alike.
Uh-huh.
And if you didn't know any better, you would get one mixed up from the other. Like if my uncle had just a little bit more hair and my grandpa had less hair, or if my grandpa had less hair, you know what I'm saying, then they would look exactly alike.
Gotcha. Yeah, it is weird how sometimes it seems like the fruit don't fall far from the tree, so they say, right? Now, me and my brother, we look enough alike that you would know that we're related, but we're not spitting image of each other.
Yeah, it's true. I've never seen your brother before, but I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it because you said it, and I don't believe you to be a liar.
Well, no, I'm not a liar. And I have no reason to lie about that. I mean, I'd pick something way better than that to lie about, trust me.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I mean, don't tell me about it.
Oh, no, I want to tell you about it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. Wait. So, did you find the picture or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay, all right. So, with that being said, you know what I wanted to talk about, though? We were kind of talking about it a little bit earlier.
What were we talking about earlier, my friend?
Doppelgangers.
Remember
we mentioned it in a different context, but do you think you have a doppelganger, a person that looks just like you?
No.
All right. So you've never heard of anybody saying, "Hey, you look familiar," or anything like that?
No.
You don't get that? No. All right.
Never.
I don't really get that either. No. However, I have seen.
However, hold on now. 1 minute here.
All right.
I do hear, however, that you and I look a lot alike.
yeah, people say, well, not only that we look alike, but that we sound alike.
Yeah, I noticed that, like, when we have Teresa on here, like, she often confuses you with me.
Yeah, new people seem to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that. I think that we couldn't be, I don't know. I don't think we're night and day different, but I think we definitely have a strong, like, I don't talk anything close to the way you talk, and you don't talk anywhere close to the way that I talk. But hey,
No,
that's just my opinion.
no, I think you talk like this. You're always like this. You're like, hey, Hebrew, Hebrew. Don't stick
Well,
your hand in that toilet. Come on,
you know,
man.
if I really did sound like that all the time, wouldn't that be terrible?
Well, you do sound like that, but you don't sound like that to yourself.
Oh,
You
okay.
see what I'm
Well,
saying?
can you hear me at the hardware store? Excuse me, man behind the counter. I'm not paying attention, staring at his cell phone. Can you help me out over here? I'm trying to find a cordless drill.
Yeah, I can totally hear you like that. I do.
Okay. All right.
You gives me an idea for a Hebrew and Sadgie show, by the
All right.
way.
Well, back to doppelgangers, my friend.
Staring at your cell phone. Yeah, they're often doing that, aren't they?
What's that?
Staring at their cell phone.
Oh yeah, I know people behind the counter.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have a knack for such things.
yeah.
You know what though? If I had a job working behind the counter and I could look at my cell phone, I'd probably look at it too. What the heck? If my
Yeah.
boss was letting me get away with it, why not?
Oh yeah. Well, if your boss is letting you get away with it, then the sky's the limit.
Ain't that the truth? Or your data usage, your data usage is the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your data limit usage limit is the limit. You know what I'm trying to say.
Hey, before
What's
we
that?
get into before we really
Doppelgangers.
get into it here tonight on Thursdela Thursday, we have Mr. Eddie Meow 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 Kuhn here tonight.
Could you repeat that?
I if I tried. I mean, what do you expect me to do? Sit here and
I
go,
was
Eddie,
trying to count the meows and I
Eddie,
lost
meow,
count of
meow,
it. Like,
meow, 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 meow. He
okay.
just changed it. Oh, as soon as yeah. He changed it from Eddie meow 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 to
By the
Eddie
way,
Vaughn. Eddie
by the way,
Vaughn.
that's 12 meows. By the way,
12 meows.
yeah.
I guess Eddie's got a doppelganger. Look at that.
I know. Speaking of doppelgangers, I have seen a doppelganger. I've seen a person and swear to God it was the person I thought it was. Well, I shouldn't say swear to God, but you know what I'm trying to say. I couldn't believe it without a doubt, indubitably. This was the person.
Indubitably, I like that.
Indubitably, yes. I don't ask me to spell it, but I can say it.
Right. Yeah. Go on.
I approached them just like I knew them, you know, like, hey, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah.
And they looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, you got me. That's funny. You act like you don't know me. That's a good one, man.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I know, right? Good thing it was a dude, because if it was a chick, she'd have probably called the police on me.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I did actually have something happen to me the other day, and I think it all has to do with wearing masks. These mask things trick people. Like,
yes, they do.
Yeah, I was wearing a mask. Huh? Well,
They can be tricky, man.
Tricky. It's tricky.
Tricky to rock a mask without no flask. It's tricky.
So, yeah, I was wearing a mask in Walmart as we do now because that's the new normal, quotation marks, air quotes.
Yeah, ever since the last incident with the dude that you didn't wear a mask on, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about the Democrats.
Yeah.
But let's move on. What happened on this
Yeah.
particular
So
outing?
I'm walking around and some dude stopped and is like, "Oh, hey, man, what's go? Oh, wait, you're not." I'm like, "No, I'm totally not that guy." And he didn't say anything after that. He just kind of had a funny look on his face and started to walk off. But I could have swore I heard him say the name Jeremy. And I was like, wait a minute, did you say Jeremy? He's like, no, I said like Matthew or something like that. I don't know what it was. But right before he approached me, I could have swore I heard the name Jeremy being called.
So you thought Jeremy was spoken, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Understood.
that was
I've
weird.
heard the song about that.
Oh, yeah, don't even get me started on that.
Oh, okay. Well, as a matter of
Everyone,
fact,
everyone.
let's hear about your feelings on Jeremy spoken,
Oh
the
man,
song.
everyone. Since that song come out, man, they were always like, "I heard you spoke in class today." I'm like, "Yeah,
See, I'm not the first one to come up with that joke, huh?
no,
Oh
no."
man.
Oh man, I gotta get some more tea. Not
Okay, well, you said it so profoundly, like you just realized how important of a task it was.
it, it's
Like
a
like
it's instrumental.
like it was your new crowning achievement that you
Yeah.
had to do.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get some tea.
Well,
I will conquer the brigade and get some tea.
I will. I will conquer this Thursdela Thursday. But first, I need more tea. Uh-oh.
Yes, tea for me, please.
Eddie Von Keen says he's got a tea tree.
Hmm.
And they're talking about some kind of fruit that looks like a woman's private parts. Oh my gosh, what the heck are you guys talking about in here? Wow. You guys are really playing blue tonight, aren't you?
Hmm. Well, they sparked my interest.
Yeah. Go read the comments, man. Back to what Lotar was saying.
All right. Yeah, of course it's Lotar. I should have known. Mrs. Connie Joe says she's going to be listening, but has to leave chat. She's too tired to keep up with it. I don't know if you could hear me, but I do see what's going on here. Doppelganger. Yes, Eddie Von King. If you guys have any stories about doppelgangers, that's what I want to hear about. I think here in a little while, we're going to open the phone lines so you guys can talk about doppelgangers with us.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Maybe. I don't know. Guys, I'm listening, but going up chat, I am too tired to keep up with it. All right. No problem. We got a little storybook we'll read for you, Connie Joe, if you want to fall asleep. All right, here I go. Once upon a time, there was a little guy named Batman, and little Batman was making some shoes in his tree when all of a sudden the great big fat guy come up and said, I need you to make me some cookies instead of making shoes. And Batman said, I am not the maker of cookies. You got me mixed up with Keebler Elf. But
don't get it twisted, huh?
Yeah, don't get it twisted. I make shoes.
You told him get it right or pay the price.
That's right.
All right. Or Batman the Shoemaker did anyway.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But then what he didn't realize is the king needed his shoes right away. But Batman was too tired to make shoes because he had been practicing with his band all day. And, so he fell asleep. But then the little cobbler guy came out from underneath the cellar and said, Oh, Batman's asleep, is he? Well, I'll make the shoes for him. I know exactly what kind of shoes I'm going to make. And so the little cobbler dude made shoes all night. And when Batman woke up, he saw that shoes were already made for him. And he's like, oh, well, good. The shoes are done. I will take all the credit for these shoes and sell them to the king. So then the king's men came by and they bought the shoes. And they said, the king will reward you 1,000 times over for these. He needs this for his job interview in the morning. So, the king was
The
very...
king had a job interview. What was it, to be emperor or something?
No, he he had a job interview at Burger King.
Oh, yeah, I see. He was trying to franchise out. I get it.
Yeah, and so so he oh, my kidneys are hurting. So he says,
I'm pretty sure Connie Joe's asleep by now, but if you want to finish the story, go right on ahead.
well, you can't go on unfinished.
No, that's true. You're right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So he took all the credit for it, and then the little cobbler guy came out from beneath the floorboard and said, "Oh, you're gonna take all the credit for it, are you, Batman? Well, I do not think so." And the very next day, when Batman woke up, he had a shoe where his hands ought to be, and from that day forward, his name was Shoe Word Batman Hands.
Huh.
The end.
Gotcha. Huh. Interesting. Well, there you have it. There you have it.
Oh, and the king got his job at Burger King, and then he fired all his horsemen.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't put them back together again?
That's right.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
All right.
Short stories by Hebrew.
Copyright license.
Yeah. So, what's going on America Day?
America? You mean John from America?
Yeah.
He's in here, you know.
He is?
I'm pretty sure. You shouted them out, my friend.
Did I give him a proper shout out a while ago?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Oh. Wow. Well, no, but what is going on in America?
You mean our country?
Yes, sir.
Okay, America can mean a lot of things nowadays.
Our country, Tisafy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I heard of that country.
Mm-hmm. What's it called? Our country, Tisafy of the DYC.
Yeah, qualified to represent the LBC.
Yeah, and the LBC where the chips are crisp and the fish are floppy. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I made that one up. Could you tell?
Yes.
No, okay. Oh, he's talking about crazy trees. Going off the rail on some crazy trees. Do. I've done that before. Crazy trees.
Crazy trees.
Yeah. That's what we used to, called you know what.
Yeah.
Miss Connie Joe. Let's see what Miss Connie Joe has to say. She said, see comments above. Let's see here. Oh, I know about the trees you're talking about that have vaginas in them or something. Let's see here. Sorry, but that's what they were saying. I love the thumbnail.
I mean, I've heard of tree huggers, but I don't know if I'd like to take it any further than that.
You know what I'm going to do right now at this time?
What's that?
I'm going to read all the comments and the voices that I have in my head for the people that are saying them.
All right, and I will interject accordingly when I find it appropriate to do so. Go right on ahead.
So Keith's dad says, I love the thumbnail. And then Michael Fontaine says, Yeah, it's cool. And then Michael Fontaine also says, hi, Keith's dad. And then Lotar 900 says, there, wait, there's Godzilla. Why would you have Godzilla in a picture? Oh, wait, he doesn't talk that way. Hold on.
Yeah, he
No.
sounded a little too Napoleon Dynamite there. My friend.
I know he did.
Yeah.
He would say, there's Godzilla. Why would you have Godzilla in a picture?
Yeah, that was much better.
Yeah.
That was like with just a hint of Norm in it.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It sounded like Norm.
Yeah.
And Miss Connie Joe says, hello, y'all. Hello, y'all. I don't know. I'm not quite there with her voice yet.
No, but that was good enough. We get the point.
Mm-hmm. Eddie Von Keen. I've never heard Eddie Von Keen talk before, I don't believe.
Well, how would you imagine his voice? I would imagine it's kind of Matthew McConaughey-ish.
You think so?
Yeah, just a little like, all right, all right, all right.
Oh, you think like his voice would be John from America? It's a mold that they put around blooming fruit. It's an Asian fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. John from America, I imagine he talks like this. He talks like that. Have we ever talked to John from America?
I think that maybe he did call in once.
Yes, he did.
And he actually does this. He sounds almost like a doctor or something. He sounds very intelligent.
He's very calm,
He's very articulate. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not any. His name doesn't do him justice, to be quite honest.
No, well, it used to be different. To be fair.
Yes.
The mind says, you know, it says, I know the mode that they use for fruits, but this tree, I don't even know what kind of fruit it is. And the modes they use are as detailed as the fruit tree is. See? How about that?
I was there, man. You had me. I was there. I felt like it was like they were talking to me, my friend. You did a great job. Continue.
Well, that's all there is.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
wow.
They're saying a bunch of things after that, but
but you really drove it home with that last one, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, now we have Keith's dad who talks once again. He goes, "Hey, I'm here, guys." He didn't laugh, but
no, you added that for effect. I get it.
Yes. Here's how I imagine he laughs, though. I've never heard him laugh before. But here's how I imagine he laughs. He goes, you know, like that kind of.
I always, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's his chuckle.
Yeah, his chuckle, right?
Yeah. But his actual like outburst would be more something like this. Because he's got to spit out his coffee first.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. He drinks the coffee. Yep. Yeah. That was pretty good. I do imagine like I've never heard him have a burst out laugh. Like it's always just a chuckle most of the time.
Yes, that's true. It'd probably take a lot to get that out of him.
Oh yeah, like maybe a really good Hebrew and Sadgie show. I mean, like a really good one that makes even you laugh.
Yeah. And then at the same time, 3 really funny Minecraft memes that he's never seen before.
Yes.
Yeah, that ought to do it.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, let's try to do that tonight.
Okay. Well, I don't have any memes ready.
Oh. What do you think if he came?
Do you have a Hebrew and Sadgie show ready?
No.
Oh man, we'll have to plan it. We'll do a sneak attack. We'll catch him when he's off guard.
Yeah, maybe, man. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah,
you just sounded like him the way you said that.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah, I'm trying to do his voice a little bit. You know, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, for a little while.
For a little while, yeah.
So, But hey, let's get him on here. Let's see what the heck he's got to say. I know he wants to come on here.
Well, you do, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Bring him on in. We were going to bring people in anyway.
Bring him on here. Well, we're not opening the phone lines yet.
Well, maybe he knows something about doppelgangers.
Mm-hmm. This is just for Keith's dad for right now. Okay, guys? Just for Keith's dad.
Just for Keith's dad.
Yeah.
El Daddio.
Just for right now. Now, we will open the phone lines here in a little bit, so click on it when I say, okay, phone lines are open. But right now, they're not, so just saying.
Okay.
Yeah. John from America, put him on. Put him on. Put him
on.
Well, let's get him in here before he eats all the green M&Ms.
So he's coming in by popular demand, my friend.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Yes. The natives want him. The audience is in demand. What the audience wants, the audience gets.
That's right. Well, most of the
within reason, yeah. I mean, we're not going to have topless dancers or anything, so forget about it, Lothar.
Yeah. Man, my side really is hurting, though. Maybe I need to ram it into a doorknob.
Well, you know, that has proven to work in the past.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and do that, and you talk to Keith's dad for a while.
Well, is he here? Oh, well, there he is.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Well, hello there.
You know, I was just going to say silent today, but, you know, sure, why not?
Well, I from what I understand, you filled in quite gracefully for me the other day. More gracefully than I'm able to say the word gracefully. So I do appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I haven't heard your voice in quite a while.
Yes. I haven't heard my voice in quite a while either. At least not on the air anyway.
What's that new symbol you're sporting, or is it not new?
Well, you know, it's funny you ask. This was my original, like when we first went live the very first time, avatar.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's
and
fitting.
I over one of the reasons I haven't been on the air is I had phone issues. My phone went kapooey.
So you're talking about doppelgangers, right?
Yes.
Okay. What I see. So I came in, clicked like, made a comment, and then I missed the first 20 minutes. So what did I miss?
Nothing. We haven't actually got started yet.
All right. Well, a doppelganger is somebody who can pass as somebody else, either magically or non-magically, right?
Oh, so there's a little bit of mysticism involved.
Oh yeah, doppelgangers are very, very popular. A very popular like Dungeons and Dragons type of creature character.
All right.
He was also.
Go ahead.
They also have doppelgangers in that TV show The Witcher. If you're familiar with The Witcher, great TV show.
I remember seeing season 1. Did they ever come out with more?
No, I think it's just season 1.
Yes.
But there's a doppelganger in there.
Yes.
They have a bit of a lore of doppelgangers. That is an awesome season. My goodness.
I'm trying to remember the doppelganger reference in that show, but that's okay. Let's keep it moving. Go ahead.
Well, the doppelganger reference was kind of close to the end where they took somebody who could change shape and take the form of a body, and he ended up taking the form of like the princess's I guess companion or mentor or something like that. I think it was the teacher, and he went to go grab him. And that one's weird because that doppelganger didn't just take the looks; he actually got all the memories too. Very bizarre.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
But heck, even Star Wars has got technically doppelgangers in it.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Episode 2, that shape changer.
Shape changer, yes. I was going to say the clones, but shape changer's more accurate. Yes.
Yeah, that's more like the doppelgangers. My goodness, there's so many doppelgangers.
But do you know what though? You know something we forgot to one episode we forgot to mention on our Star Trek episode of Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, which one?
Really good episode, and I think he came back maybe once or twice in other shows. is Commander Riker's doppelganger. You know,
Oh,
if you want to talk about doubles or whatever. Thomas Riker.
Thomas. And now he was
Yeah.
so he came because of a transporter malfunction, if I recall, and he stayed on a planet while the real Riker actually got teleported back up. I remember that episode. Yeah. I guess. Well, that one by looks was a doppelganger, but wasn't trying to pretend to be Riker. I don't believe.
No, not until later.
So
Later.
part of the definition is it has to actually try to portray itself as a person as the person that looks like.
Yeah, usually
Well,
it's an attempt to copy, an active attempt to copy.
A mimic or deceive.
Yeah, because like just having a twin doesn't mean you technically have a doppelganger.
Okay. So that's where the definition is different between a look-alike and a doppelganger, or a twin and a doppelganger.
1 second here. Hold on.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Arbor.
So you mean to tell me that that's not the actual German definition?
Well, I don't know what the actual German definition is.
No, I mean, because here's the thing. Like me and my wife, we
He
talk
sounds so much like Lothar right now, doesn't he?
Me and my wife talk about this a long time ago when I was talking about twins. Like I was talking about, you remember that episode of Knight Rider when David Hasselhoff's twin came in there? And you could always tell an evil twin because they have a mustache or a gold chain, And she was like, "Oh, you mean doppelganger?" I'm like, "What the heck is a doppelganger?" And she's like, "Oh, that's German for twin." So we had this argument a long time ago. So actually, a doppelganger is not German for twin.
So let's look it up. What does it actually say, my friend?
I don't know. I'm not looking it up.
Oh.
Oh, well, I mean that's me.
I'll look it up.
Remember, I'm going to be busy ramming my side into my doorknob.
Oh, okay.
An apparition or double of a living person is the definition.
Oh, an apparition.
The ghostly counterpart of a living person, a person who closely resembles another living person, the opposite side of a personality. Okay, you can have a doppelganger for an alter ego. Your alter ego could be a doppelganger.
So technically, if I said evil twin, that would be technically a doppelganger, right?
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have used the doppelganger in that fashion. For me, a doppelganger is somebody who actively is trying to copy somebody else. Like it's an active effort, in my opinion, but I guess not according to the definition.
Well, I just don't want to be one of those guys that say, "Oh, my wife is totally wrong," especially if she's watching. So.
Where did this even come up? Why are we talking about this?
Why are we talking about doppelganger, or what are we talking about my wife?
I don't know. You choose. We'll let you. Which one do you want to talk about, Hebrew?
The chicken came before the egg in this case. So I mean, we were talking about doppelgangers first.
In case of emergency, break the glass. That's what I always say.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm so hyped up I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew. No, I'm just kidding. I'm jacked up on chocolate bars and ramen noodles.
I should go get.
He mentioned doppelganger earlier, and I just thought it'd be an interesting thing to talk about. I don't know a lot about it, but I know that it's something that, and then with me seeing all these family members today or over the past week or two that look so much alike, different contractors have came, like family businesses, and I couldn't tell who and who apart from each other. So it got me thinking about doppelganger.
Oh, yeah, but in all fairness, though, However, you are using doppelganger in a term where it should not have been used in. What you really meant to say was twin.
Well, I mean, no, it just got me thinking about people. Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. In that particular instance, it's not really a doppelganger. However, who wants to talk about twins on a podcast when you can talk about doppelgangers?
I know that's such a much better word to use.
Yes.
Give me that, Saji.
Yeah, or evil twins.
Evil twins.
I was told I have a doppelganger, and he ran for he was a Democratic presidential nominee in 2020 during the Democratic race. I forget his name because, I honestly, I don't follow the Democratic Party. I could care less. But I was told I look a lot like one of the guys, and I can't remember the name. Let me look him up.
Michael Dukakis. No, I'm just kidding. No. Was it that one guy from Wisconsin?
Buttigieg.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, well,
that was not easy at all.
Wow. That's some name there.
Buttigieg. I don't know how to say his name. I totally forgot, but I know it's.
I've heard it said before, so you're on the right track. You're close enough. So they say you look like him, huh?
Yeah, they do.
Do you have an image of him handy? We can share screen.
Yeah, I do.
Too bad you can't split screen. Like have a picture of you, like the real you, and then him side by side.
Images. Let's see if we can get one without a face mask.
Yeah.
Just go to his name in 2018.
Well, before we do that, no, go ahead, guys. Go ahead and do that. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and ram myself into a doorknob.
Okay.
This is really
well, just like a super friend, you have to announce your superpower every time you use it, huh?
Yeah. And I got flip-flops on, too, so this might be a little difficult. Move my coffee table. Ugh. There we go. All right. There we go.
All right. That should be the right tab. There it is.
God! Oh. Oh, jeez.
Are you okay, my friend?
Oh,
guys.
Our host is
that was a good idea.
Out of commission.
Are you feeling better now?
Hold on. Let me oh jeez.
Maybe we don't want to listen to this. What are you doing, Hebrew?
Are you bleeding internally or just externally?
No, just internally. I'm fine.
Do you need a moment by yourself?
Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have actually did that, but made the sound. Oh.
Well, wrestling is fake. Why can't you be fake, my friend?
I don't. Oh, that really hurt. Oh man.
I don't understand how you can get injured from hosting a podcast. I really don't. But yeah, Hebrew has managed to do it.
Well,
Put it this way: I'd much rather him run into doorknobs all night than take up drinking again. Okay.
I don't know, Saji. That would have hurt less. Oh, jeez. Why did I film that at least?
Yeah, I know, right? You could have went viral. We would have had thousands of viewers.
All right.
Would have been
Your dad would have been famous overnight for being in the podcast where you went viral for slamming yourself into a doorknob.
I'm going to try to get up from the floor. All right. Oh.
Wait, you're talking to us from the floor.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay.
All right, now turn on your camera and do it one more time.
All
Yeah.
right, let me turn on my camera. All right,
Take two.
let's do the camera. All right,
You can fake it this time, you know.
All
Just
right.
saying.
Let me try it.
All right.
Jeez.
Oh wait, did you cut your hair short?
Oh yeah.
Is that new?
Oh, okay. I'm not doing that again, guys.
All right. Yeah, I think we've had enough.
I
We've
can't.
had enough.
Oh gosh. Oh. Oh man.
So anyway, about my avatar again, real quick, he said.
His avatar again. Listen to him. I just
Uh,
went full speed into my doorknob. Thank you. Here. Oh, I gotta mute up for a second. Oh my
all
god.
right, I was just trying to. But
Yeah.
for real, I got a new phone. I got a new nice phone, but it doesn't have all my old images, so I had to start from scratch.
I mean, I kind of like it. I really do. I know it'll end up changing for Tuesday because you always go for the Taco Tuesday theme.
Yeah, I'll have to go look them up all over again. Hopefully, they're still on the internet somewhere to be found.
I'm very unimaginative. There you go.
There you go.
Oh man. That totally.
Totally looks like me.
Oh man, if he had the I'm telling you, dude, if he had the robe, the
Yeah.
plaid robe, that is Keith's dad all over, man.
Huh.
Yeah,
Maybe
looks-
you should reach out to him. You could make you could be his his body double. Sure, there's a chance you might
Yeah.
get shot or something, but I'm sure the pay's well.
Yeah,
No, because he didn't win the presidency, so
right.
nobody even remembers him. I only remember him because someone told me I looked like him
Right.
twice.
And the way they have him so close to the flag, it almost looks like a mugshot. Like it's telling his height, you know.
Oh, yeah. He just walked out of a gas station with a microphone and it's measuring his height.
I gotta rewind this show to see just how fast I ran.
Have you seen the movie Sonic the Hedgehog?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah,
there you
right.
go. Yeah, that's pretty much what it looked like. Yeah,
How fast I ran. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am feeling better now, at least.
that's good.
Yeah, that helped.
That movie was terrible.
I could be oops. Sorry. I could be a doctor, you know. Prescribe patients. Yeah, just run into a doorknob. You'll be fine.
Oh, that heals everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
you want to know? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say
I was
not
going
only
to segue.
does that work as a mugshot, but it works as it blends into our background here too. See, check it out.
Well, I see that. How exciting!
Let's see what happens if I do this. Hold on. Oh, I can't do it. Why won't it let me do solo late? Oh, here we go.
I mean, I could turn on my camera to show you, but to be completely honest, one, I don't have my robot at the moment, and it's downstairs, and two, I haven't been playing with my lighting, so I don't know if my lighting's very good at all.
Nah, that's well. If you don't want to, man, don't worry about it.
No worries.
Yeah,
It's cool.
no worries.
I'm definitely not camera shy.
Oh, yeah, I know, brother. Trust
Like I said, I just expected to just kind of sit and listen to.
So you're gonna quit announcing yourself in chat? We're like, no, they're gonna ask me to come on. I'm just
Right.
No,
I usually,
no. I'll always make a comment and click like, of course.
yeah.
no. If there's never a time you can't come on, man, we won't hold it against you. Just so you know.
Now, listen to this. Michael Fontaine says they say that if you see your doppelganger, death follows soon after. Ooh, that is ominous enough to make me believe that is what people believe.
I mean, I can see how folklore could the folklore could lead to that because, I mean, I'm sure that's like if you go all the way back into medieval times or something, that probably would have been there's this town isn't big enough for the both of us, right? One of us has got to go.
I mean, at one
Kinda
point,
reminds
you're
me
not scared of the black dot anymore. So, doppelganger.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mhm.
Kind of reminds me of that movie of Arnold Schwarzenegger. What was the name of that movie, guys?
Twins.
Well, no, not quite. No.
True Lies.
There was a movie where he was like they
Oh,
were
the
cloning,
Mars one.
huh?
Yeah, True Lies.
No,
No,
not
no,
True
the one where he was going to Mars, right?
Uh,
No,
yeah,
no,
that's
no,
True Lies.
no.
Uh.
Listen, here's the deal. So there's this movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Uh-huh.
And he
And it's not True Lies.
no, dude, please let me finish.
No, I'm just predicating for everybody so they know.
Oh, okay. You say True Lies. I know it's no.
Not that.
So yeah, there's this movie, and I can't think of the name of it. But
Total Recall.
it's not Total Recall.
He did have a doppelganger in Total Recall. Remember that clone?
Yes, he did.
With his family.
That was
Yeah.
himself, though. That was him.
Oh yeah, technically was himself.
The 6th Day.
Yes, the 6th day. Thank
See, I
you.
told you it wasn't True Lies.
you oh boy. Oh man.
DD74 got it pretty darn close.
You guys are, I'm telling you, man. I am not having the both of you on the show the same time again.
We are not letting you finish your statement. We're just like, no. You say a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're just gonna list them all off. That's what we're gonna do.
I guess so. Yeah, that's natural.
Yeah, I was 10 seconds away from Terminator.
Well, doesn't he? In one of those movies, isn't there two of him in that?
Yeah, there is actually.
Yeah.
There's the good version and the bad. A doppelganger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A doppelganger.
Yeah.
Very good. But the 6th day or whatever it was, that was the first time I'd ever seen that movie, and I was like, this isn't a bad movie. But it wasn't one of his best, obviously, if it's playing on Pluto TV or YouTube free movies, Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kindergarten Cop was his best movie by far.
I mean, I'd still go with Conan when he didn't when it wasn't his voice.
Mm-hmm.
I still laugh at that.
Oh, I loved me some Conan the Barbarian back in the day. As a young child, I even read the books. That's how much I was inspired by it.
Well,
Conan, I can believe that.
It's funny you guys should say that because He-Man was actually going to be like they were trying to think of ways to develop Conan the Barbarian toys, and Conan the Barbarian was like a rated R movie at the time, and they had never done rated R movie toys back then at that point. So they were like, well, what's a good way to get Conan the Barbarian into toys without it actually being Conan the Barbarian? So that's kind of how they developed He-Man. True story.
I always found He-Man to be quite because they made a documentary on Netflix on it, the games that made us or the toys that made us. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I've actually seen such documentary.
And for He-Man, I was not aware that it was just like a smorgasbord of different types of toys that they all basically threw together to make the He-Man that we know. That's why they had like 200 at least like characters, something like that. They had like a crazy amount of characters. Some of them had machine guns and stuff or whatever. Some of them had guns with them. Oh, yeah.
Oh, speaking of continuations of things, Saji, did you ever have time to research Star Trek? Last time on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Did you have time to research any of that?
Yes and no.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I watched some of it, but I have not finished.
Well, I promised our audience on Taco Tuesday that we would finish the continuation. But I can wait till the next broadcast, I guess.
No, we
How
can do
about
that.
talking about how Star Trek is has changed throughout the years? Is that what we were talking about?
No, Mr. Keefe's dad, no. Remember that thing I showed? The stop motion?
But
Oh
you're
yeah,
going to
yeah,
show
yeah.
that on
Oh yeah,
Tuesday,
part
though, right?
two.
Yeah, it was to be continued.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
So we're going to continue that this coming Tuesday, correct?
Are we
My
going to continue
goodness.
that this Tuesday?
I will say that Hebrew,
Okay.
after watching the part one, if you guys haven't watched it, you really need to go check it out, right? The awesome part about it is Hebrew is really, really good at impressions. You know, when I started watching his videos, I started watching the what were the ones where you added me in it? What was that one called? Was that the Mandela Family or something?
The Mandela Family and or the Hebrew and Sadie show.
Well, I think it was the Mandela Family, and you do Saji's voice like spot on, and I'm like, he's really good at Saji's voice, but I didn't realize just how good you are at impressions. I mean, your Data impression, I'm looking to catch you, by the way, watching this. I'm waiting for you to use a contraction with Data because I will call you out on it if Data uses a contraction. But your accent with Picard, I mean, it's off, but I mean, it is dang near like I mean, you know who it is. He's not even in the camera shot. You know who's talking just by how good you are with some of these impressions. Oh, and your Worf is amazing. Gosh, that's what makes me laugh so much. Sorry. This is I'm giving Hebrew a little too much confidence in.
This I'll tell you what's funny about that, about the wharf. Like, I've been doing that for like a really long time, and like my early days, like there was this one Star Trek thing I did one time. It was like they went to this other dimension, and I was young back then. I didn't have all the props I do today and shit like that, and
Back when he was just a little whippersnapper.
well, yeah, stuff like that, yeah. But I had this like piece of cardboard that I drew the computers on and the panels and all that stuff, It really looked like almost like TOS. It really did. It had that old feeling look to it. It was supposed to be Next Generation, but it really turned out looking like the TOS. But anyway, so I had this football card, and I had this guy, and I put the camera in front of his face. I'm like, "Where the heck am I, man?" And he was, and then Worf looks at Riker's like, "Permission to hit him, sir." And then Commander Riker's, "Compel yourself, Mr. Worf." Yeah, it was, I don't know, it was silly. Like this. I guess I was pretending like the football card was like three-dimensional guy, or like he was trapped in a what do you call those, like dimension ports? It's like square dimension or something. I don't know. You'd have to see it to know what I'm talking about. He's like, "I've been trapped in here for a lot of years, man." And
He's just a football card.
yeah, yeah. And they're like, "This is a very strange creature, sir." It was,
You have that video? Is that somewhere?
it's somewhere, but I don't have it downloaded. It's on VHS somewhere. That's how old it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like,
So did you like grow up with a video camera? Is that
I got my very first video camera like when I was 16 years old.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and that was like the very first job I ever had. I got that job specifically for making stop motion movies. Like that was the idea I had in my head. I'm like, because I think I was watching a Godzilla movie one day. I'm like, well, I could do that if I take this and I just snap it like this and snap one like that and then do this and that, and I could make a stop motion movie. It's no problem. And that's when I came up with the idea. I'm like, dude, I got to get me a camcorder. I could totally make these movies if I had a camcorder. And that's like, that motivated me to get my very first job, believe it or not.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, besides, yard mowing and all the stuff that we do when we're kids, to make a little money here and there. But this is my first actual job, I think I saved up for it. I think it was like $500, like the first camera I ever had.
I believe it would have been like 92, 93?
Yeah, about 93. Yep.
Because that was like, that's before, that's really before the internet, isn't it? For the most part. Hey, Rain on the Plains. So if you don't mind, changing topics a little bit, did you watch the presidential press conference that he had, like the first one he's had ever yesterday?
No, I must have missed that one. Saji, how about you?
No, but I saw a write-up about it, but I haven't actually watched it with my own eyes.
Well, there was
watch it with somebody else's eyes. I mean,
well, it fits into everything that you guys show and stuff like that. Is one of the things we talk about a lot on this show is how he, or at least I do, is that he's kind of he's mentally deteriorating. It's pretty plain to see that there's a slow deterioration that's noticeable, especially if you watch him from like 10 years ago to now. There's quite a change, and it's nothing against him. That's just what happens when you get old. But there was growing concern about that, so that's where the press conference came in. And
How did he do, in your opinion?
It was the same. I think he only took like one question. And there was a lot of, the press just didn't want to ask questions. They're like, no, we're gonna softball this entire thing, and just let him talk. They asked one softball question, he answered it, and then he left. I was a little, but yeah, he was not all there mentally. I don't believe it. He's not the same person. He's going downhill. I'm very surprised at him.
So with that being said, do you see that at some point it's probably going to be he's not able to? They're going to see him unfit to do his job, and there's going to be some type of continuity of power thing that's going to occur.
Yeah. He announced that he plans to run in 2024, and there is no. I'll be surprised because my what do you call it? Prophecy, my prediction is actually by the end of the year he's going to come, they're going to come out and say that he has some sort of mental problem, that whether it's
that he's mentally unfit, basically, like dementia or something along those lines.
I believe that's going to happen, because I don't know how anyone can't see it. I really can't. I don't know how anyone can't see that happening. If you question it, go watch anything in the last year that he did, and then go back to a speech he did 10 years ago, and you'll be like, that's not the same person. Oh, there's Patrick and SpongeBob.
Yes, I have a better chance of running for president than he does, and I live under a rock.
He's a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
Patrick is.
Yeah.
Those good. Is that Band-Aids?
Yes, yes,
That's awesome.
I bought SpongeBob Band-Aids. That's all they had, and they're in the dollar store. Just
Simply
saying.
Band-Aids they have. See, no, that's where you'll find that, like, if they have He-Man Band-Aids, that's where you'll find it is in the dollar store.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Sure.
so finish this
Sorry.
slogan. All right.
What?
I'm stuck on Band-Aid brand and Band-Aid stuck on.
Me. I'm stuck on Band-Aids and Band-Aids stuck on me.
Yeah, stuck on me.
All right. Just a second. I think it's me too, but I almost think it could be you.
Nah.
I'm going to look it up. Go ahead with the conversation.
Wait, are we finding another Mandela effect as we speak? I'm stuck on Band-Aids and Band-Aids stuck on me. No, yeah, it's definitely me.
Yeah. Wait.
Because it's the kid that got hurt is the one that says it.
Yeah, because he's stuck on Band-Aid, the brand, and the Band-Aid is stuck on him, and he's saying it, so it'd be me.
Well, we'll find out once.
Oh, because they don't stick on me.
Is it they don't stick on me?
They don't stick on me. That's what DD74 saying.
Stuck on Band-Aids. No, that doesn't fit.
Well, think about it for a second, though. What they're saying is, like, your Band-Aids, like, you could take them off easy, I guess, is what they're trying to say.
I think back in the day, though, that there was the thing of, you could go in the water with them and stuff like that. Like, it was all about them being stuck.
True. Well, wait a minute. So, yeah, you make sense there. Yeah. But they don't stick on me. Would that be the change then?
All right, so
I was
so
hoping
here's
I
what-
was going to get a little high with the hearts and a pound it. Thank
so
you.
there is a misheard thing about it, but it has nothing to do with me. It is me. It hasn't changed.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it?
But let me tell you this.
Okay.
All right, so here's some examples of misheard, the way it's misunderstood. I don't know if I can read all of these. All right. I'm stuck on a Band-Aid branch because a Band-Aid's stuck on me.
Band-Aid branch?
Yeah, I know, right? But here's the original lyrics. I'm stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid's stuck on me.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
That's how I thought it went.
I don't remember the brands, but
Who had a wrench for 10 seconds? What do you mean?
Somebody, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Somebody else thought it said, I'm stuck on pancake cans because my pan's stuck on P.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's what I thought it was. What else would it be? I mean, that is perfectly logical.
Speaking of pancakes, have you guys heard that they took the name Aunt Jemima? The name Aunt Jemima is still going to be on the brand, okay?
But
here's what they did. Yeah, they changed the picture. Like, they put Captain Crunch on there and put his picture on there, but it's still going to be called Aunt Jemima.
Yeah,
Aunt Jemima
but I mean,
brand.
that's just a special flavoring.
But here's the thing, though, dude. Think about it, though. Captain Crunch is a white guy. So in other words, they're replacing all the black people faces with white guys.
Well, that was the conspiracy theory you had a couple episodes ago, which was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome theory. I'm running with that one now.
I'm saying, man, it's like, I mean, think about it, man. You take away all the black products, everything, and you're still stuck with Captain Crunch, Cream of Wheat. Who's the other guy? The old guy with the hat. He's also the white guy. There's another white guy.
You got the Quaker Oats guy. Don't forget about him.
Quaker Oats, yeah.
Yeah, and popcorn guy. The
popcorn
popcorn.
guy. And even though he's technically he's Italian, Chef Boyardee, white guy. Well, let's see here. Keith's dad has something up here. Let's see what he's willing to share.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up.
Let's take a gander of this. Check this out.
Oh, let me change it real quick.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see.
Okay. Got a vague deja vu with the Band-Aid jingle.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Hold on. Okay.
There it is with the Captain Crunch, and the circle at the top is where it actually says Aunt Jemima.
Yeah. So, I mean, technically,
That's so weird.
yeah.
It's weird. It's definitely weird.
It's almost now like it's 30 years from now, some guy's going to find some grandpa's glasses and do a National Treasure movie with maple syrup.
What's funny is it's just blue maple syrup. I mean, it's not like it's Captain Crunch flavored. It's just food coloring blue maple syrup.
It's just the same color as his hat.
Yeah. But they're like, let's put money to it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's the worst part is, I mean, why even? It's just blue. That's all you did. You didn't change the flavoring. It's just blue.
And you know what? There's no actual real maple in that. There's some maple flavoring mixed in with some high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, of course it is. No, almost nothing you buy is, I say natural, but I don't actually mean natural. I'm not saying buy like all natural everything, but a lot of times like soap is the big one. Most people don't even have soap in their house anymore. Even the soap use,
not bar soap, no, like Ivory or Dove or something like that. Just a bar of it.
None of that is soap.
Nope.
That is classified as detergent.
Well, yeah, all the body washes and stuff. But I mean, like your old school soap, bar soap.
Body washes are actually called douche.
Well, I mean, real soap, and I only know this because of my restoring of cast iron is soap has lye. That's the main ingredient, lye, and your detergents and stuff don't contain lye in it.
Not at all.
Yeah, almost not at all.
I wonder about Ivory though. It says it's 99% pure. Pure what?
Pure, not soap.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. It's definitely not True Lies, is it?
That's not True
Lies. So, Hebrew, what do you think? Should we open up the phone lines, my friend?
Nope. Hold on. Not yet.
Okay, not yet.
I'm trying to figure something out here. So,
all right.
If you look at your average bottle of body wash, like you look at it and you look what it says on the label, like the top label. I guess it's Spanish or not Spanish, French or whatever. It doesn't say that anymore. Hold on.
Safeguard. That was a popular soap. But Safeguard got lye in it, I wonder?
No.
Damn.
You know what probably actually does have lye in it when you think about it?
I want to see if I can Google soaps that have lye in it and see what show up.
First of all, I bet lye soap has lye in it. No, but what about what was that commercial where nope, don't need lava soap. I wonder if that had lye in it. Lava soap. You guys remember lava soap?
Lava soap?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, lava soap. Hold on. I want to check it out. Hold on. Because they say, nope, don't need no lava soap. No, lava soap. Lava soap. Lava.
Oh, whoa. What did I just walk upon? Let me. Okay, so I was like, I was just Googling, and I use, people who don't use soap, to think, do they use detergent or whatever. And I came upon a bunch of articles of people who have decided to stop using soap because when they stop using soap, it makes them smell less.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I disagree with that because I've been around people like that don't use soap and they don't smell less.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem is what's happened is like a long time ago, like way back in the day before soap was invented, I'm sure that might have been the case, like because our natural body odors and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I mean, some of that stuff, like the natural oils and natural chemicals, used to actually be sort of like a perfume type of deal for other humans. Like it'd be like for what do they call that? Not perfume, but like a what's that gland called? Anyway, so there was a gland like a long time ago, and people used to just wash inside rivers and stuff like that without actually using soap. They just jump in the river and swim in the river and just cleanse
Rinse off, yeah.
and rinse off, and for a long time. And then when people started washing themselves with lotion type soaps and this and that, and they started using deodorant, it took away our natural stench. So
I love how you said stench.
well, I mean,
But go ahead.
natural odor.
It's our natural stench. Go ahead.
Like, I bet a long time ago, like our natural stench did not stink the way our stench stinks today. You know
So
what I
if our natural stench stank, if real stunk, how much stank would a stench stunk if a stench stank good stench?
mean? Well, I mean, because you have like your natural smells and stuff, and we rub so much of that off of ourselves that when we do actually our skin cells die and our new ones grow, our actual new odors that we get from like wearing our clothes and this and that,
Hmm.
and the bacteria that's on our skin now is a lot different than what it used to be a long time ago. And now you have our BO just stinks more because of our diet. Like there's been changes in our diet and stuff like that.
I'll give you all of that, and I think there's truth to it all. Also, there's the our tolerance is way less. We're like, well, what we can accept as pungent is like we're easily offended. You know what I mean?
Well, a little quote here says, applying detergents to our skin and hair every day disrupts a sort of balance between skin oils and the bacteria that live in our skin. And so there's a bit of a balance that actually stops you from smelling. And
Okay.
while using soap helps out in the short term, it forces you to have to use it again because you've disrupted that balance now. That's what it says. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if I'm going to try it
No,
out.
I can agree with that to a certain degree because like in the dead of winter when it's like 20 degrees outside, you might go 3, 4, 5 days without taking a shower. I mean, I know I have, and on that third and fourth day, unless you do any physical activity or something, yeah, you might be getting just a little right, but it's not like you stank. But when you get to that fifth day, you have to take a shower. You
Yeah.
have no choice. There is no get if, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
I
And
I can't not use deodorant. I can't not.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
There's been points where you get to a point where like if it's just you then you get to that point where you can't stand yourself anymore. You know what I mean? Like you just like, okay, I need to take a shower. You know, it's like
And
when it
I
gets so
remember
bad,
younger, yeah.
you know.
In my younger years, like when I was in my 20s, I'd sometimes shower twice a day.
Oh
Yeah,
heck yeah.
yeah, yeah. When we're in our 20s and even when we're in our 30s and stuff, we're so much more active. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I know when I was in my 20s, I had a lot of jobs that were hard labor jobs. So naturally I showered twice a day. You better believe I did. Shit, when I worked on the back of a garbage truck, I mean, you know, I had to shower every friggin' day.
Yeah, on a really good day, you might shower 3 or 4 times. Who knows?
Yeah,
But I digress.
I do too.
I mean, I literally sit at a computer all day at my house, and I still shower. Sometimes there'll be a day or two I won't take a shower, but I usually shower every day.
Yeah, they also say it's not good for your skin because it dries it out. Like if you shower every single day.
Well, I get addicted to the face wash that I use, to be completely honest.
Uh,
If you guys get like what is it, the Neutrogena face wash, for some reason I just get addicted to using that face wash.
hmm.
Yeah, it does seem like there is like I remember when I was younger, I would just buy whatever was on sale, Suave this or whatever. I didn't care. It was just like
Oh
spend
yeah.
as little money as possible on shampoo and stay clean, right? But when you get a little older, your taste does become refined. You find more refined. You find there's certain products that work well with your skin that don't work well with you. That I mean, you actually do kind of have, and everybody's is so personal, and they try. If you, it's almost like I know women have conversations where they try to talk and share and pass that kind of information on to each other all the time. But with guys, it's like, I've been using Irish Spring since I was 17 years old, and I use Irish Spring till the day I die. I just use
Yeah.
Irish Spring.
How how alien is it to like take you if you've ever taken a shower at someone else's house? I mean,
Uh,
it is so alien to take
yeah.
a shower somewhere else because you're just so like, what do I use? What is this? What does this
And
go
if they
to?
use that
Yeah.
green shit, it really is alien because it's green everywhere.
Yeah. There's so much shit out there too. It's like you grab one thing. I grabbed one thing thinking I was grabbing shampoo, and I ended up grabbing conditioner. And I'm like, well, what is it? I don't. And then I thought I was getting two of one. Like I thought I was getting one body wash and shampoo, but I was getting body wash and conditioner. Like, who does that? Why would you put body wash and what? Why not body wash and shampoo? You know, that's the only two things you need. Who the fuck uses conditioner
Uh,
except like, you know, Prince Valiant and uh, a woman, you know? I mean, I'm just saying.
well, I keep my hair really short, and because in the military, you learn to just use a bar of soap for like everything. So I
Mhm.
still only use a bar of soap for everything except
Yeah.
for face wash. Except for
Uh,
face wash. Bar of soap for everything. Even shaving, I just use a bar of soap, and that's terrible.
mm.
But
I'm not
whatever.
sure if this is a Mandela effect or not. You guys can either tell me you remember it this way or not, or if anybody in chat if they do. But before it was called conditioner, like when I was really young, it was called cream rinse.
Yeah, I remember cream rinse, but I thought that was something totally different.
Never heard of that
I remember
term
like
before.
I think I remember like my grandma having cream rinse.
Yeah, you'd buy shampoo and cream rinse.
Yeah.
And then later they started adding things that make your hair healthy instead of just rinsing out the shampoo. It was just like a softener to make your hair soft and rinse out the shit, all the leftover shampoo detergents or whatever. And so it was like a rinsing agent to make sure your hair a
You
final
know,
rinse. It's
I
called a
tell
cream
you,
rinse.
I tell you what I thought was funny. Like when I was younger, like my mom was married to this dude,
Uh,
and I was over there and I was taking a shower, and I get in the shower and I see this shampoo looking bottle, and it said Tell Maine on it. I'm like, Tell Maine? The fuck is this shit? And I was like, it had a picture of horses on it, and I'm like, okay.
yeah, it's horse shampoo.
Am I supposed to use this shampoo? What is this?
Yeah, it's actually horse shampoo,
Yeah, but
and people do use it. It's weird. That is
that is
weird. I know.
weird.
I've seen that before. Have
Yeah,
you
I was
came
like,
across that, Keith?
No, no, I haven't.
it was weird to me because I knew none of them had horses. I was like, why do you have horse shampoo in your shower? This is weird.
It's usually people with really long hair. Does anybody in the house have long hair, like almost to their down their neck, like to their shoulders?
I don't. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's usually people with really long hair who use that.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that before. I saw that on the bottle. I'm like, Tell and Maine? Well, I guess it was called Maine and Tell. Milo Fire says it was called Maine and Tell.
Okay, yeah, but I still know what you're talking about.
But
And it really is strange when you go and when you go into someone else's bathroom in general, it's like it's like a weird wonderland, isn't it? Like
yeah. Yeah, you're right. You know what I hated when I was a kid is like people that had towels that you couldn't use. It's like you go in there and you do
the
your
dress,
business.
the fancy towels, they're so
Yeah,
fancy you don't even want
yeah.
to touch them. It looks like
Well,
nobody's ever touched them.
here's the thing: is like you go in there to do your business, and you go to wipe your hand, dry your hands, and no one ever told you like don't use those towels that are hanging up right
Yeah,
there, right
yeah,
in
don't.
front of you where you would normally, dry your hands. Not like we couldn't have hung them like on the wall or something.
Or,
But
or better yet, they have that ring with a
yeah,
rag in it, and that rag is like so freaking disgusting. You wouldn't touch it with like your enemy's
yeah,
hand.
yeah, yeah.
Or the super fancy stuff that nobody's
Yeah,
touched, and you're like, yeah, fuck that shit.
yeah. No, I did that before. I dried my hands on those towels you're not supposed to dry your hands on. And I come out of the bathroom, they're like, "You didn't dry your hands on those certain towels, did you?" I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, maybe? Should I answer them? I'm like, no, of course not. You know, that was one of those times where they didn't tell me they had special towels. Well, you didn't tell me you had fancy towels I wasn't supposed to touch, but you had the towel that looked like if I dried my hands on it, I would get Rotarier or some kind of disease or something. Yeah.
Right. Or better yet, you don't even go number two, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you flush the toilet and the water starts rising on you.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Is when you go
And it freaks you out. Then all of a sudden, at the last minute, it goes, and you're like, "Oh, okay." But you're like standing there watching it, like in a panic. Like, what do I do?
or yeah, like when you go into someone's bathroom, like we're talking about speaking of strange bathrooms that you don't know about. Like you go in their bathroom and they don't bother telling you not to flush the toilet or not to do a number two in there or something.
Or yeah, or give you a warning about the handle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't tell you till after you've done it, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, the paper isn't supposed to go in the toilet. Oh, what? Thanks a lot. I mean,
All right, Keith, Dad, we lost. Did we lose you? Are you still with us, my friend?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
yeah, sorry about that, man. We're not including you in our bathroom conversation.
I don't have to be included in everything. I'm happy to just sit back and listen every once in a while.
Well, I guess do you got anything to add to that? Is where I was going.
No, it's all been said.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
so.
All right.
Well, we always do in-depth analysis on this channel. That's
Yeah.
for darn sure.
That's for sure. Well, hey, you know what? We're going to take a small break. And when we come back, Keith's dad, I'm sure you'll be excited to hear about this one. We are going to do the part 2 of Star Trek The Next Generation, The Weapon.
Oh yes, let's do that.
Yeah, heck yeah. All right. I'm glad you're down for it.
I'm gonna
All
go
right.
get a Red Bull.
Hey, speaking of Red Bull, Saji, have you told your Red Bull story yet?
I don't know that I have a Red Bull story. However, I have drank 2 Red Bulls this evening.
I know, but you should tell the audience about how cool your Red Bull actually is.
Or was.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I thought you wanted to save it for Tuesday, but you want to do it tonight instead.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. Because you said that you were promised them on Tuesday.
Oh, you talking about Star Trek or your Red Bull story?
Star Trek.
Oh no, let's do it tonight, man.
Okay. What about the people who show up on Tuesday expecting to see it on Tuesday?
Well, they're going to be shit out of luck then.
All right.
I hit that by accident, but we are going to go to a short break while I refill my drink and Saji goes to the bathroom. All right.
All right.
And Keith's dad does whatever it is he does when we go on break. Da-da-da. Okay. We'll be right back, everybody. And remember, tonight's episode of Thursdela Thursday is brought to you by, let me get it up here, SpongeBob's Band-Aids. That's right, SpongeBob Band-Aids. When you have a cut, use the one you really trust, SpongeBob Band-Aids. Am I on TV? Yes, Patrick, you're on TV. Oh, cool. Am I on TV? Shut up, Patrick. All right, we'll be right back. Hey.
Okay. The music stopped. Guess we're back on. We're back on. Hi, everyone. I think it's just me. I went and got a Red Bull, so we're good to go. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah, I saw that Michael Fontaine, Max Headroom. I love Max Headroom. In fact, when I go to meetings, when I have conference calls, usually I green screen my background, and I'll use the Max Headroom background a lot of times. I have it downloaded so I can use it as a backdrop for my green screen.
Oh well, hey, you did a good job there taking over.
Thanks. I was like, oh, the music stops. What was that about?
No, I'm glad you came on. You were very professional. Yeah, cool, man. I was letting you go for a little bit, see where you were headed with that. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. I'm back here with Keith's dad. He kept the show going, I guess, till I got back, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, last time on Star Trek: The Next Generation, we saw they were, I think it was Data and Geordi LaForge. They were forced to work on a computer by the Cardassians, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And so
Took
now,
the Romulan warbird.
yeah. Well, hey, you work with what you got, right? I mean, if I had a printer and had a picture taken, printed out like the actual, what's their ship again?
Of a Kardashian ship?
Yeah.
I do not even know.
Yeah, if I had their ship, I would have totally put that on screen, but the toy came with the Romulan Warbird screen, so what am I going to do? You know. So, yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves while I get that continuation clip.
With his maniacal laugh, he goes, "Mwah, ha, 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 ha." Wah. I don't know if I should be excited, scared, or somewhere in between.
Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, we were watching it. I was like, I was starting to fall asleep. I had to leave early just because I was getting so tired. But my goodness, it was so hilarious.
I'm sure he did a great job. Like I said, I got to watch some of the one earlier, and like you said, he nails those voices. It's almost like you he does it so naturally that it's like you would expect it sets a standard, like that you would expect that most people could never even come close to meeting that standard. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you just assume that it's that. He makes it look that easy. He makes it look like it's easy, but it's so not.
Yeah, he does. He makes it look a lot. I don't know. He makes it look easy, but the more I watch of his videos, the more I see the time that he puts into it. It's not just somebody with a camera just making stuff up as they go along. He actually puts some thought and effort into it.
Yeah, I mean, it actually is him with a camera making it up as he goes along, but he's actually making like really good stuff, not just like Jack and Jill went up the hill type shit.
I see it coming up.
All right, here we go, guys. I got it coming up here, and I will pause it for any questions you guys might have, or if you just want to make comments of a silly comment that I make on a comment that I'm making when I'm making comments. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Do it.
And now, the conclusion. Da, da, da. Jordy, Data, are you there? Jordy, Data, come in. It's not like Data not to answer us, nor Jordy either. I will try to track them with this tricorder, but it's going to be hard if their devices have been shut off. What if they've been captured or killed or Something like that. Then they have died with honor, sir. Well, let's keep trying to track them, Mr. War.
You Klingons.
Wait a minute. What about Data? What about Data? Data has a built-in tracking device. Damn it, that can only be picked up by the Enterprise. Perhaps we shall try to communicate with the Enterprise. I tried to communicate with them half an hour ago, but there's some kind of dampening field in this area. A dampening field. We must be near the tomb of some sort. Worf, look up ahead. There's some kind of statue. What? It looks like an ancient Earth statue.
Like they didn't notice that the whole time they were standing there.
Literally right next to him.
Sergi's got a good point. It's right there. Yeah. Maybe they were just so in their conversation, like. They didn't bother to see the giant statue just staring right in front of them. Oh shit, dude.
Oh man, you make it so funny.
You got me, man. You got me on that one. Oh hell.
There is usually a trigger device of some sort. If it is what I think it is, a mechanism of... Aha! As I suspected, there is a hidden passage behind here, Commander. It appears to be a deep cavern of some kind. Well, good thing we brought the flashlights, Mr. Worf. Good thing indeed, sir.
Flashlights.
All right. Let's see where this tunnel leads. Hopefully not a dead end. Please don't say that. All right,
Do you
Mr.
think they have like ever-ready lithium crystal batteries?
Yeah, probably. Oh, let me skip past this. The intro. Oh. Okay.
Captain's Log Supplemento. Stardate 5.8888. It has been 12 hours now since we have been able to contact the away team down on the surface. In the meantime, I have asked Beverly Crusher to join us on the bridge as we somehow try to track the men who are stranded down on the planet below. Report! There seems to be a Cardassian war cruiser dead ahead, sir.
All right, I got a question for you, Hebrew.
Okay.
So how confident are you you're going to make it through the rest of this clip and Data is not going to use a contraction?
Oh, I'm pretty confident.
All right. So I'm going to, you know, impartial third party. I'm betting with you. I'm not betting against you. I'm betting that you don't use the contraction. So just to make it interesting, okay? But let's pay attention though, and we'll be listening for it. All right.
Well, I gotta say this: I do not agree with you about that.
I'm saying that you're not going to use a contraction.
Oh, you're saying I will not use a contraction.
Yes, you will definitely not use one.
Okay. Well, what do you think about all that, Keith's dad?
I mean, I just told you if I hear it, I mean, it's real easy to pick out when Data does use a contraction.
Yeah.
I mean, because he did in one episode, and you're just like, oh, that doesn't sound like Data at all.
Yeah.
So it really
Yeah, they screwed
sticks
up and
out.
did it like in one of the Picards or something, didn't they?
Well, there was one where he wasn't actually Data. He was
Lore?
he was Lore in disguise. Yeah,
Ah.
Lore was his doppelganger. Yay!
So it
there
was
you
a
go.
tell. That was a tell.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And phaser photon torpedoes and phaser banks are full, sir. They have fired 2 plasma rays so far. Shields are holding. Held them. Opening hailing channels now. We're receiving a response.
On screen. We warned you to leave this sector of the galaxy now. 2 of your guys have fired on 2 of my guys. They probably fired on 2 of your guys because they were defending themselves. I don't know what you're talking about, Picard, but I'm getting sick of these games. You better communicate with your people down on that planet and tell them to stop firing on our guys, or we will destroy this ship immediately. We cannot communicate with our guys. We lost communication 12 hours ago. There was some kind of dampening field down there. Well, then how come I am allowed to communicate with my guys? I have no idea. Perhaps Starfleet's communicators are inferior to ours. Captain, I will not allow you any more time. I'm going to start attacking the ship. I'm going to start attacking the ship in 1 hour. Very well then. We will be prepared for your...
We have lost transmission with them, sir.
What you do? Deanna, what do you think?
Captain, they are quite serious in what they will do. I do not feel that they are bluffing in any way.
Very well then. We must prepare ourselves for war. And we must consider the fact that we have lost communications with our comrades. Doctor, I suggest you prepare sick bay thoroughly. We're about to have a lot of casualties. Mr. Crusher, take our engines at full impulse.
Full impulse. Aye, sir.
Ensign number 2. Shields up, maximum strength, go to red alert.
You can hear his voice
Aye,
cracking.
sir.
All right. I believe get tool out here and work on it a little bit. I believe I just about got this computer working. You better hurry up and no tricks.
You'll never get by with this.
That's what you think. We are getting by with it. Jordy, if you are done over there, I do believe I need your help with something. Data? Sure. Data, what's up?
Whoops.
I do believe we can turn this computer into a weapon against the Cardassian battlecruiser, which is above the captain's ship. And I figured out why our communicators are not working. The Cardassians have somehow shielded a dampening field, which has allowed us not to.
Hey, you two quit talking over there. I know what's going on, and I don't like it. You don't quit, and you'll be blasted until next week.
I'm just showing him some schematics on this turbulence turnpine so I can readjust.
What?
Yeah, that. You're so convincing, my friend.
Turbulence Turbine.
Gigabyte. Okay, Mr. Data. I see where you're going with this. Why did you just refer to me as Mr. Data? I don't know. I get that way when I'm nervous. You two quit whispering to each other. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, let me go get my tools. We'll work together. I'll send you secret messages from one panel to this one. I do believe I understand what you're talking about, Jordy. All right, we're all set here. I'm going back to my computer console now. Working on it. Oh man, this turbine right here needs a little bit more adjusting. And I think we just about got it.
Oh boy.
It is pitch black down here, Mr. Worf, and neither one of us has an adequate flashlight.
I'm giving off just enough light of my tricorder. It was your suggestion to come down this way in the first place, Commander.
All right, don't argue with me, Mr. Worf. Let's just... Oh! Hey, Mr. Worf, are you okay?
Yes. I seem to have...
That's me
something.
running into my doorknob.
Your tricorder reads they say beep, 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 beep. Very funny, Mr. Worf. What?
I couldn't help myself there.
Wait. Pause it for a second.
Uh-huh.
Rain on the plains is got some thoughts.
Uh-huh.
What exactly are you annoyed about, Rain on the plains? I think, I mean, other than a few little have to make do with what you got thing, I think he's pretty spot on. What are we missing here? Lore was his twin brother. I mean, not a lot. It was Lore. Give me a break, jeez. Seriously annoyed. I'm really curious on why they're annoyed. This is some good stuff. Give it a second. I guess you can play it while she responds.
Oh, okay.
Or he responds. I'm not sure. I don't know. Rain of the Plains is the girl's name.
Yeah, it's this she. She's actually been on our show before.
Oh,
It's been
okay.
a while. It's been almost probably at least a year, wouldn't you say, bro?
Oh yeah.
Well, I say it because I want to know if I'm going to agree with her or disagree with her.
Well, here's the thing. I just thought it would be funny to throw in that. Well, what's your tricorder say? It says beep 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 beep. Yeah.
Yeah, back it up about 30 seconds. I want to hear that again.
Okay.
There is something I'm waiting for, but I'm not going to say until a little later.
All right, don't argue with me, Mr. Worf. Let's just...
Oh wait, no, that
Mr.
wasn't
Worf,
it.
are you okay?
What the heck?
Yes, it's right after this.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I seem to have run into something. What does your tricorder reading say? They say beep, 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 beep. Very funny, Mr. Worf. What for real do they say? I am reading there's some kind of titanium alloy here.
It's always titanium alloy.
Thank you for that statue.
Not without your help. Oh. Very well then. Here I come.
All right, let's do it on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2. Look, Mr. Worf, light.
Yes, great light. Let's go towards it.
I think we're about to find the guys after all.
Do, 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 do. It appears to be a grand tomb of some sort.
Yes, indeed it does, Mr. Worf. Well,
Are you getting anything at all in that damn thing? I believe it is registering data signature. Oh,
Great sound effects.
God.
Very prolonged sound effect.
Yes.
Indeed, here goes nothing. Oh my gosh! What the hell, Worf? Look out! Oh. You.
What was that?
What was that?
It's like he was winding up for his punch. Whoa. Hold on. Let me rewind that just 1 second.
I believe it is registering data signature. Oh, thank God. Well, here goes nothing. Yes, indeed, here goes nothing. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Worf, look out! You son of a bitch, wait till I reach for my... You were almost careless with this one. I know that, Nunzio. What should we do with them? Let's bring them inside to their friends, if that's who they were looking for. I believe I've got it, Geordi. Computers are online. Oh my God, I can't believe it. All right, you two, move right this way. We spotted these two Starfleet officers lurking about the outside. They must have been looking for these two. Good. We'll put them in the other space. Commander Riker? Oh, man. Quiet in there. Get back to turning that computer on. Yes, sir. What do you want your coordinates to be, sir? I want you to set the weapon directed directly at the USS Enterprise. Geordi, don't do it. These guys are complete scumbags. What other choice do we have? These guys will blow us to smithereens. It's as though their weapon would direct back to us and blow us to pieces. Huh? I think I know what he's talking about, Commander. Be quiet, you two. You just wait till I get out of here. You're never going to get out of here. You'll be our prisoners forever. And you get to those coordinates immediately. Okay. Let's see here. 6.294210. Data, what do you got down there? I am linking the coordinates to your settings, Geordi. Wait a minute. Geordi, you can't do this. You'll betray the Enterprise. You'll betray everybody. Commander, please. He has no choice. Worf, I can't believe you're saying this. You're a damn traitor, too. I told all of you to be quiet. Set those coordinates now. Commander, it is a complete ruse. I know that, Worf. I'm just going along with it. All right, you two, that's it. Go. All right, here it goes. Data, you're going to have to fire it up on your end, too. All right, I am firing accelerator button now. Ray is powered up. We are all powered and ready for firing, sir. Very well then. All right, go ahead. Commence firing. Commencing firing sequence now. Report. Shield damage down 60%. I am trying to tell them. Fire full font. Fire full ton torpedoes.
Evasive maneuvers, pattern Delta.
Right.
Taking no damage. Fire phases. All phases towards the port bow. Got you, Captain. Their shields are damaged by 10%, but it's still not enough. Deck 7, 6, 3.
Now, wouldn't this be an awesome camera angle in the actual show? Like with this.
Right.
8 have been severely damaged, sir. We are picking up great many damages. Wait a minute. There appears to be a severe beam coming from someplace. Can you identify the source? No, but I'll put it on screen, sir.
Alexander.
Targeting the Cardassian vessel. It seems to be coming from the planet. Everyone brace yourselves for the point of impact. How are our shields? Shields are holding. Sir, it appears as though the Cardassian ship has been completely destroyed. Very well. I'll have to report that in my captain's log to Starfleet. See if you can hail the away team. Aye, sir. Trying to hail the away team now. Why did you take us to walk? I didn't do that. That's just...
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
What did you say?
Wesley!
Yeah, for real. It's something he would do.
Counselor, do you feel that they are still alive? Yes, I'm getting a sense of great joyfulness from them. However, I do feel that they are still entrapped somehow. But I do believe they will be free soon. I certainly hope so. Okay, Ensign, take a steady course. Aye, aye, Captain.
Jordan the Forge was blind from birth.
Ah, what is that infernal racket? I don't know, but I wish it would stop. You, your android, make it stop. I have no idea where it is coming from. Plus, I have no idea what you are talking about. Well, let's just contact our ship and see if the Enterprise has been destroyed. Good idea. Gormak, come in, Gormak. Tumok, do you hear me, Tumok? Come in, Tumok. Gormak, Somebody answer our damn hells. Communications seem to be blocked. Yes, indeed they do. And that is not the only thing that will be blocked. Huh? What the? That's it. I've had enough of you, android. Hey, why is my weapon not working? Mine is not working as well. Now, Mr. Worf, gladly.
He's been waiting to do that hammer punch this whole time.
Yeah, for sure.
Take that, you jerk. Wow. Hold on, Data, Jordy, Mr. Worf. Tie these guys up and throw them in their own prison cells. Gladly.
Jeez.
I don't understand, though. I do not understand what exactly happened here. It was a ruse from the beginning. You see, me and Lieutenant LaForge worked out a reversal on the weapons. Yeah, once we figured out that the computers could be very much activated, we used the weapons against the Cardassian ship instead. Unfortunately, we had to obliterate it. And while Geordi was doing that, I worked out a way to disable their weapons with an electronic disruptor beam using the computer schematics that I had figured out. He was right when he said that I thought out problems about 1 million per second. Well done, guys. Well done. And the noise? The noise is that of our captain, or our crew, trying to communicate with us. Now let's try to communicate with them. Captain? Ah, yes, Will. What's going on here? We have defeated the enemies and we're ready to beam back aboard. What exactly happened? We'll explain that all when we get back aboard the Enterprise. I see. Mr. Worf, you done tying those prisoners up? Yes, they're in their place as they should be. All right, cool. Enterprise?
Cool.
Enterprise, forward the beam up. The hell? Aye, aye. Beaming you guys up.
Okay.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Thumdar. Yes, you guys are welcome anytime. All right, energize.
Ah.
Whoops.
Energize is not supposed to be followed by whoops.
No.
That is a scary.
Like that's like right there on the top 10 things you don't say in open heart surgery too, right?
Or just as the guy's going under. Oops. What's this button do?
Commander Rika, the cast and crew are all back and all patched up from the last encounter, and we are ready to head back to the nearest star base for repairs and reparations.
Reparations?
Well, number one, I'm glad to have you back aboard. Yeah, that was one hell of an experience, Captain.
Oh, man.
It's just too bad they had to destroy the Cardassian ship. Well, in battle, what has to be done has to be done. Yeah, it's still always sad when we have a loss of life, Mr. Worf. But, like you said, what had to be done had to be done. It was quite the adventure, though. I will have to admit that. I guess we got a lot of explaining to do when we get back to Starfleet. What's to explain? We defended ourselves. It's as simple as that. I just hope that this doesn't bring an all-out war towards the Cardassians. If it does, number one, then we'll deal with that bridge when we cross it. Anyways, you're back on the bridge. All is well.
Deal with that bridge when we cross it. I don't think it really. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Is what.
Oh, okay. Well, he's from a different century.
I know. Okay.
He's gonna get those confused.
Over the years, it's transformed a little bit, I guess. Yeah, because now they just teleport over bridges and everything.
Right.
And we are ready to ship out. Mr. Crusher set a course to the nearest starbase at warp 7. Starbase 7.888. Aye, Captain. And number 1, next time your communicator fails, try to scream really loud. I do not think that will work, Captain. Engage.
Yeah, he made the little arm thing.
Yeah.
He had to do that.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. And Rain on the Plains, I don't know if you were hearing me, but no, I was answering your trivia as you were putting it out. And I'll tell you the story. So I'm growing up in the 90s, I watched all the Star Treks, but a lot of times I would watch a lot of reruns. So I never really got it all in order. And last year I decided I was going to watch every single Star Trek that they put out, whether it was the original series, Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise, Discovery, Picard. So I watched them all in order from beginning to end. I watched some of the movies. I remember the movies. I've watched those 1,000 times. So I know a lot of the trivia. To be completely honest, it's still right there in the front of my brain. That was a big part of growing up watching. I mean, Next Generation was really my Star Trek, I would say. If I was to say that the Star Trek of my time was definitely Next Generation.
Yeah, same here for me. I mean, when I was little, I watched some of the original Star Trek, and I dug it, and I got into it. But, like, I don't know, my teenage years is when New Generation came out, early 20s.
And I was such a fan. I even went to the shooting location for the big fight of Kirk versus Gorn.
Really?
I've been, yeah, I sent you that picture.
Wow.
That's with me with the that's with me with the oh my goodness, it must be getting late. The time machine, the DeLorean. Yeah, it's me with the DeLorean at the place where the Kirk versus Gorn battle was filmed at. I mean, I was in geek heaven. It was awesome. But I love Star Trek trivia. We can go anywhere on that. That's what I was talking about when we were talking about like Deep Space Nine and what was wrong with what I found wrong with Deep Space Nine in the second half of that series when it was basically when they got the Defiant. When they got the Defiant, I felt like they were reaching, and then like I said, Voyager was okay. The problem with Voyager is things have come about that didn't make any sense. Like, for instance, you got the new Discovery where they use the spore drive that they can go in any point in space at any point that they want, and that's what they do. And I was like, wait, they got the spore drive, and this takes place before Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
So how come Voyager couldn't just use the spore drive like once? Why couldn't and it didn't make any sense. So Discovery has totally destroyed a lot of what I know about Star Trek.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing.
Yes, it was Michael Fontaine. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I didn't know that. Wow, cool. Yeah, going back to when I was a kid, here's how far back me and Next Generation goes. Like, I remember when they first started talking about it, and it was on the cover of TV Guide, and that was the big story at that time. Here's how far back I go, right? That's how I found out about it. It was on TV Guide, okay? And like when I first saw the picture on TV Guide, the photograph that they used, I saw Captain Picard, and the first thought that came to my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, who in the hell is this bald guy? There's no way
Imagine what
he's
you
the
could get for
captain.
that TV guide.
Huh?
Imagine what you could get for that TV guide in mid condition.
Oh yeah, if I had it today in mint condition, oh my gosh, no telling. But here's the deal. Like
Go ahead.
I was, that's how my first thought to come to my brain was like, there is no way this bald guy is like the captain of the Enterprise, because we all had that, that Captain Kirk, that big strong man with the hair, even though later we found out that was all a hairpiece, right? And then but it's like that was my first thought, and then I saw Worf on there. I'm like, what? Klingons on the crew of the Enterprise? I'm like, there's no way. I'm not watching this crap, And it was so amazing. And then I didn't really start getting into it until the mid '90s, when I was in high school, and I was like, oh man. And it was probably towards the end of the run. It might have been the 6th or 7th season. I don't know. And so I started watching the reruns on TV, and they had them on what we called Fox 23 KBSI, and it was the name of the station. And that came on at 10 o'clock at night. And I would watch Star Trek The Next Generation, and I would lift weights. And I'd be lifting weights in my bedroom while watching Star Trek The Next Generation. And that's how I remembered when it was on. And during the commercials, I would go outside and lift weights on the weight bench, because I had the smaller weights in my room, but I had the bigger weights outside, And so I would do that every single night because it was in syndication. And oh my gosh, that is totally how I got started on Star Trek The Next Generation. And ever since then, I was just Star Trek Next Generation fanboy, right? So then when Voyager came out, the way I found out about that was on TV Guide. And when I saw that, I was like, what? Who's this Tuvok character? That's the same guy that was in Generations. Is he how the heck is he supposed to be and today, of course, I found out later it was a different character, but it was the same guy who played a Vulcan on the ship of Generations when they were on the Enterprise. Is that Enterprise C or Enterprise? Yeah, I think it was Enterprise. It came before Enterprise D, but so anyway, Voyager, right? I was like, there's no way I'm watching Voyager. This has got a woman captain, Back then it was I was all about oh no, women, and command and all that stuff. I was against it back then, right? So I was so against it, but then I watched a couple episodes. And I was like, you know what? This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And, but it wasn't one of my favorites. It was Star Trek Next Generation, then Deep Space Nine, and then a little bit of Voyager. But for some reason, I just never got into Enterprise. I think because I wasn't watching so much Star Trek. It's I was watching maybe too much Star Trek. And then by the time that came out, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of Star Trek. Or
Hey, if you don't mind, I got that picture loaded up.
Oh,
if you want
yeah,
to
sure.
take a quick look for all you geeks out there.
All right. There
it is. That's me at the Vasquez Rocks next to a fully decked out DeLorean.
Oh wow.
Now, how do we know that that's not Pete Buttigieg?
Yeah, I was just, I mean, it was so funny. Me and my son we were just climbing the rocks when all of a sudden a DeLorean pulled in. It was the most oddest thing in the whole world, and the guy was super nice, and I said, hey, can I take a picture with it? And he's like, absolutely. He just wanted a photo shoot. This is where I would go too. Do you know? And this was in this filming location has been in hundreds of movies. Michael Fontaine mentioned that it's where Bill and Ted died, and it's the Vasquez Rocks. And interesting thing about the Vasquez Rocks, the reason why it got so much film time is because when it comes to filming locations, if you're within a certain miles away from the center of like Los Angeles, it's considered local, and then when you go beyond that, it's like long distance. And so it's something like 35 miles, a circle around Los Angeles. If you go outside of that, you have to pay your actors and everybody long distance money. And it just so happens that the Vasquez Rocks is within that 35 miles. And so everything gets filmed there. And yes, Rain on the Plane, I bet you me and you would be very, very on equal planes, because Enterprise loved Enterprise. I loved Enterprise. The pick for the captain that they had, the guy who did the 80s show, oh my goodness, why is this leaving me? Quantum Leap. He was fantastic. He was fantastic captain. Perfect. Everything that they did, the special effects were spot on, but the technology in Enterprise was what they should have had, which was amazing. They didn't have to, because a good Star Trek isn't about really the technology, it's about the people. And Enterprise was spot on with it's about the people. But they did a whole lot of like reminiscing about things to come, which is I really liked. Like they didn't have a holodeck back in the day, but they did meet an alien race that had a holodeck, and they were so wowed by it, and you're like, oh my goodness, that's going to be on like every starship in the future. But here they're just like looking at it like, what is going on here? I loved Enterprise. Voyager had its moments. It had its moments. I can't say it didn't, but they started to reach too. The moment they brought on 7 of 9, who was a good character. 7 of 9 was a good character, but they ended up, every other dang episode was about the Borg. Mm-hmm. Every other episode. And I just like, for crying out loud. And I just couldn't do it. And then they rushed the ending, but that's because, I don't know why they rushed the ending, but the ending was really rushed. The only problem with Enterprise is their opening sequence. Because Enterprise had a theme song, like someone singing, like it was a song, and it was. It's near and dear to my heart now, but when it first came out, it was like, ooh, this doesn't even sound like Star Trek. I love all Star Treks except Discovery. Discovery is not Star Trek. Picard is fantastic. Discovery is the Michael show. That's what Discovery is. You don't even know. You can't even name 3 people that are like on the bridge. Because they don't go into the other people really. It's all about Michael. What is it, Michael Burnham? Is that her name? Something like that. I watched 2 seasons of it, thinking, I'll give it the try. And I watched everything, like, as I said, I was going to watch everything, but it was such a letdown. They had such good actors in it too, and they would not develop any character except for Michael. Not a single one. I was so disappointed to the point where I just said, you know what, I'm not going to watch Discovery anymore. They never show 6 of 9. Oh, her name was 7 of 9. That was just her name, Borg name. What was Hugh? Hugh was 4 of 10. I bet season 3 is worse because they go into the future, and and I don't know. It just, every Star Trek has a little thing that they do. Next Generation was really, they really brought the Borg and stuff like that, and then you had Enterprise, and what the Enterprise was
Sedgy's gone.
Oh,
I
is he?
didn't know that.
I didn't even notice. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
And Enterprise was about what did they do? They had the time people, people from the future who came back in time, and it was very time oriented. And then you had Voyager, which they were just way off into the distance. Oh, look at that Batman thing.
Yeah. That's the original Bat boat. I think it's from the movie. I'm not sure. The 1960s movie, of course. And I have another one where I'm standing next to the 1989 replica Batmobile, but I think this was at Superman Fest, and it was one of the guy. I think it was the guy who originally made the not Batmobile, but the Bat boat. Like this was here, was there, and I was just sitting it. He'd let me sit in it, and this is just somebody, I don't know who that is, but yeah. So there's that. I want to email you that picture, actually.
Yeah. So when it comes to Batman, as much as the light blue is near and dear, you can't forget it. I'm really glad they went a little darker, because when it comes to the story of Batman makes a whole lot more sense when it's kind of got a dark undertone to it. And the original Batman, like TV show, didn't have any of that dark undertone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it just made sense that they went with the darker stuff because, that's just the way the original comic books intended it. They never intended him to be this silly, like zingy, how zap bam Batman,
Right. Yeah, I think the first intro to Batman that I really ever had was Michael Keaton and the Joker, and that one, Jack Nicholson as the Joker was phenomenal. And I have a cat meowing in the background, so I apologize if you can hear that. But yeah, that one, I didn't think they could ever beat that Joker. I mean, he was so because he was funny, he was a Joker, but he was also dark. You saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know more about Star Trek than I know about Batman. But then you had what do we talk about? The Heath Ledger?
Yeah, Heath Ledger. Yeah.
Heath Ledger. The Heath Ledger Joker was, he was pretty amazing.
Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
He made it
phenomenon.
He made it his own, but retained that same comedy / darkness to it. And then you had the new one, who is what's the one with the background story of the Joker? What's that called?
It's just called Joker.
Is it called Joker?
Yeah, it's just called Joker.
He was great. I loved that character as well. That showed some pain.
Yeah.
But
name Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix. I'm going to mention all of them because there's two left. Then you have the one, my goodness, Luke Skywalker.
Mark Hamill doing the cartoons in Batman.
Uh-huh. I mean, he was. I think he really.
That's my favorite right there, man.
Yeah, he set the stage for all future Joker impressions.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mark Hamill, right? And then you have the one that we all just want to, forget ever happened. The Jared Leto one.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Let's just forget that was ever a thing. It was so terrible. I don't know because he had the same makeup as the Jack Nicholson one, but he wanted to put this dark undertone to it, and I'm sorry, it just doesn't work together.
He tried to do more of that one, more like a modern sort of like gangsta. Like he had the grill and all that stuff going on, you know, and it's just like,
All right,
dude, it doesn't
Wait.
work. It just doesn't work for
Rain on the Plane just threw down the gauntlet.
Uh-oh.
Q was one of the best characters in Next Generation. I mean, Q was he had such a. They ended up overdeveloping him, where they kind of made him a little more real. The fact that he could do anything was absolutely amazing. But then they started to say, "Oh, this is where he lives. Oh, there's a battle going on at the Continuum, and we need your help." Why they would need a human help, I don't know. But they ended up overdoing
he was
him.
much more of an interesting character when there was more mystery behind them. Like he was this, it was like there was this impotent being with unlimited powers. He could do anything. He was almost godlike. You know,
Do you remember when he first came out on the floaty chair, like all in his like his judge outfit? I mean,
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Just give me 1 minute.
Just
Go
one
ahead. Let's see here. Yeah. All right. I use this action figure for a lot of my movies. Like if I need a judge or something, like I used him for Ghostbusters 2 movie that I did, which I think I have it up there on YouTube, but yeah, this is one of my favorite variations of Q of all time.
Like that's what he looked like the first episode, and he was ominous. I mean, he could literally do anything with the snap of a finger, and he just didn't care. And you felt that. That actor perfectly played in the whole, I'm playing with ants, because that's what he was doing.
Yeah, totally.
He didn't care. Later on, he ended up, he loved Picard like a dog. You remember him? He would talk about Picard and mention that he was like a faithful dog that he was curious about, and so he would always go back to Picard with that. But it was so comical.
Yeah, eventually they had sort of this kind of not relationship, but like not that relationship, but it was kind of like almost like a friendship in a way, but only in his eyes. Like he was like, "Oh, El Capitan," It's always he doesn't show up like these weird moments. Like you'd see him, like all of a sudden Picard would have a cigar in his mouth, or like he'd be just like these weird moments that he'd stick him in, and it's like, and oftentimes he would put Picard in situations where Picard would actually learn a lesson.
I mean, yeah, that's what it was really all about, was that humans were destructive and worth nothing, and so he would test them out. It was always a test. But then again, later on, it just ended up being Q was bored, so he's going to pop into this episode. And they did that with Voyager, I believe, in one episode. They brought Q in for one episode, and it was pretty boring because there was very little purpose behind him being there.
One of my favorite Q episodes of all time, besides the last episode, of course, was the one where Picard got stabbed through the chest, and then he got a second chance, and Q was showing Picard what his life would have been like had he not to take chances.
Yes.
I love that one, man. I don't know how to explain it, but I just love it.
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. How many times has Picard been shown his future?
Yeah, that's true.
What about the Traveler? What do you guys? You remember? You guys remember the Traveler? That
Oh,
that,
yeah, the Traveler. Oh, yeah, I got the Traveler action figure, as a matter of fact.
that Wesley ends up
Yeah.
going with them.
I'll tell you what, there was actually two different episodes. There was the first one where he showed up in, and then there was the one where Beverly Crusher was stuck in that warp shell bubble or warp bubble, whatever you call it.
Yep.
Where eventually it was only her on the ship. Like, it was so weird to see the ship just like completely empty with just her on it, you know?
Yep. And it just ended up being Wesley Crusher's experiment, like science experiment.
Yeah. Like, how weird was that, man?
Yeah, that was a cool episode. That was a cool episode. You know, you never even have to you never even have to leave the bridge on some shows. That's what was great about Next Generation was, you know, you could do so much with the people. The people were capable of so much drama, you know. And here's one. Beverly Crusher versus that other girl they had in for one season. I forget her name.
Oh,
Remember that girl?
You talking about Pulaski?
Pulaski.
Yeah.
Do you know the drama behind that?
I think like what's her name won leave the show for some reason.
Beverly Crusher was fired.
Oh, she was fired?
Yeah. One of the producers didn't like her, didn't think that she was very doctorish, and ended up firing her after season 1. They brought in Dr. Pulaski for season 2, but
yeah, and actually Dr. Pulaski was in the original series.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was like a different character, of course.
Oh, right.
Like, yeah, she was in the original series. I think 1 or 2 episodes or something. I don't know. But hey, there's Saji back again. But let's finish this real quick. Like, so yeah, what was the whole story?
The whole story of what? Oh, yeah. So after Dr. Pulaski had one season in, the producer that had a problem with Beverly Crusher ended up leaving, I believe, and the whole crew, the actors ended up joining together to bring her back in. That they liked her so much.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing that part of it, but I always thought it was because of a money issue or something.
Mm-hmm.
She was
fired. I stole your spot. Look at that. I'm in the top right now.
Yes,
Yep. I got demoted.
Yeah. How did
no, but for real, like my internet went out. Like it just went like I had none. Like I couldn't even. I had nothing. Like it was like, you know, you have 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars, and 5G or whatever, you know. And I had nothing. Zilch, nada, blip. And then it came back on long enough for me to send you that message, and then it went out again, and then it came back on, and then it went out again. So I may not be here, but I'm here for now.
Yeah.
We have this moment.
This moment, and that's all we have. You know what? Someone told me on the phone earlier. He goes, you know, people say all the time that the two for sure things that we have in this life is death and taxes. And he says, you know what? I don't believe that anymore, because really taxes, I mean, the person can really get out of paying taxes. Like, we don't even have to pay taxes. We don't want to, but we do have to die. I mean, we all have to die eventually. We all have to face that one mortality, you know, like we're all mortals on this world, on this moral coil, as you call it. And one of these days, we all have to do that moral shuffle. And it doesn't matter, you know, Father Time doesn't care if we're old, if we're young, if we're little, big, tall, small, raw, whatever, you know, we're all going to die someday. So, you know, we've got that one moment where we just live moment by moment, and that's what life is, man. It's all those little moments that make up one huge moment. So there you
Wow,
go.
man. That was deep, dog. So, you got anything to add to that, Mr. Keystad, sir?
What'd you say?
You have anything to add to that?
No, we were on while you were gone, I went on a tirade of Star Trek.
A plethora of Star Trek knowledge.
Yeah, oh yeah. We ran the gambit, most of it. We're about to move on to, looks like, Wesley Crusher.
Yeah.
Good old Wesley.
Fucking Wesley Crusher.
Wesley
Yeah.
Crusher.
Oh boy, man. That
But you know what? He was on Teen Bop magazine, my friends.
I believe it. Yeah, I'm sure he was.
He became
the
biggest.
The funniest moment on Star Trek Next Generation is where Picard gives him a dressing down. Like, there's that one moment where it's so satisfying. He's like, you dumbass kid. He goes, you were responsible for getting that cadet killed for pulling a foolish stunt like you guys did, and you lied about it and tried to cover it up. He goes, you're going to go in that boardroom and you're going to tell them exactly what happened, or your career is over. I guarantee you that, mister. And, you know,
Yeah.
he told him off, and that was like one of my most satisfying moments in that show when he dressed him down like that. I'm like, yes, finally, smack that Crusher. You know, man, he has got to be the most annoying piece of shit on that show. Period.
Now you make the whole him killing a guy. The big trivia for that is what was the name of the maneuver that they were trying to do?
Oh man, was it Star Blaster or something?
Oh.
Starburst maneuver or something? Oh man. Yeah, they were trying to make this like Starburst or something, like kind of like what we would call like firework type deal today, but it's like something you make with the engines or something. Ah, man, I don't know, dude. Wow. Yeah.
Are you saying the committee is stumped, my friends? You guys don't know the answer to your question?
Well,
Is there
any other time he would ask that question, I would have known it.
No, you had it. Okay. It was a band maneuver called, I'm reading this now, Colvord Starburst.
Ah, okay. Yes.
Wow, bro. Wow, I can't believe it.
Well, you know what? The whole time I was watching that episode, they kept saying that word over and over again.
Yeah,
and
they
the
do.
only thing I could think of the whole time was like the candy Starburst, you know?
Yeah, no, that's I knew that the maneuver
Do you
had a
think?
name
Do
to
you
it.
think Alex Trebek would have took what is the Starburst maneuver for 1,000?
I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if that wasn't a question. It would have been a hard one, but that was a very famous maneuver that they talked about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew it was called something like that, but did I get that on the nose? I don't know.
I mean, I'll tell you what, you got close enough for me. I mean,
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this: would you guys go so far as to say Wesley was the Jar Jar of Star Trek?
No.
Well, no, he wasn't that bad. But well, I would call him more like the Orko, or maybe maybe like the Slimer, you know, for Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters. Yeah, more like the Slimer of Star Trek.
Like he's a necessary evil. Okay, I got you.
I mean, he had some moments
Yeah.
Wesley Crusher had some moments, but he was great because
He overstayed his welcome, right? He should have been like 3 episodes tops, maybe 4.
Yeah, yeah. I think what ruins Wesley Crusher the most, and there's no fault on him whatsoever with the actor, is that he tried staying in the limelight, and he was no longer a kid anymore. You know, he's now a grown adult, and he was still going on the scene and stuff, and he's great. I mean, he is the geek to end all geeks. You know, when it comes to geekdom, I mean, that's him. He's been on everything, The Big Bang, everything, everything. Wesley Crusher, that actor, who I can't remember his name for the life of me because it's 12:30 in the morning here. If I was to say,
But
if Star Trek,
he was always fucking things up though, man. Like remember that time it's called The Naked Now, where they got that disease like the original series got, where they all got kind of like drunk,
yeah, the drunk
and
one.
like he took over the ship, and then like he ordered that guy to take all the chips out of the computer's memory banks or something like that, and then like he wouldn't let anybody. He was like such an asshole in that episode, man. It was just like,
I mean, I'm glad you remember that. I only remember Data losing his virginity in that episode.
oh yeah,
Natasha Yar.
yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna bring an episode up, that episode up, you can't not mention Data and Tasha Yar.
Oh gosh, yeah. Now was that Data's only piece though, or did he have others since then?
He has had others. He actually
Oh,
dated a girl for. Do you remember the episode where he actually dated a girl?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then she got sick of him.
Yeah, because because he was just running a program, and when she asked him, "Do you think about me, or what are you thinking about right now?" and or when you were kissing, that's what it was. When they kissed, what were you thinking about? And he listed like 10 things off, and one of them was the amount of pressure I put on your lips, and she said, well, I'm glad I'm in there somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that episode, man. I was like, he was just trying too hard, man. Like,
Yeah,
he was running around the ship asking everyone, and then like I think he asked, I forgot. I think he asked Picard. Picard had this weird moment where it was real awkward for him. He just kind of looked at him funny, like, "Yeah, Data, maybe you should, maybe you should run some of your programs on that one." Yeah, just saying, you know. Oh, dude, remember when when Geordi was running around the ship asking everyone about the about going on dates and stuff, and Worf was like, well, you gotta strike the woman across the face and then bite her on the neck, and it wasn't like that, but it was so funny.
no, I'm not.
Geordi
I'm
Huh?
going back to Wesley really quick. I'm not saying that Wesley wasn't awesome. I would say that he was definitely a steeple in the show. He was definitely needed for. I mean, he wasn't. I wouldn't say he was the cornerstone of the show, but he was definitely a very valid character on that show.
Maybe it's an ensign. I don't know, man. I disagree with you on this. I gotta say, like,
Really.
he was more, to me, he was more of an Urkel. He was more like the show was okay with him, but I don't know, dude. He made like a lot of like dumb mistakes that could have been easily avoided, I guess. I don't know.
I would say Will Wheaton. Thank you, Rain. Yeah, that was his name. I won't
Will
forget it
Wheaton,
now. I knew it. It's 12:30 in the morning, so forgive me on that. I would say if in Star Trek, if there was a your Jar Jar or your what did you refer to it, the Urkel? I would
yeah,
actually, I would actually say it's from Voyager and it's Neelix. I would put
Oh,
Neelix because he had no real purpose. I hate to say it. Heck, there was a whole episode of him saying he had no purpose in Voyager. He wasn't a bad character. He wasn't a bad actor. It's just that he was obviously placed there to be the comic relief, and ended up being the Doctor on Voyager. Ended up being the comic relief, not Neelix.
I don't remember Neelix, but I'll just go ahead and agree with you anyway, because Mystique told me to.
Yeah, Neelix was the cook
right
on Voyager.
Mm-hmm. I remember that part. See, I didn't watch Voyager that much, but I do remember that. But getting back to Wesley Crusher, though, I mean, isn't there? Yeah, I mean, I think there could have been a show without him, honestly, and it would have been just fine. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like him, and they give him shit for shit, and I got.
Well, I think his main purpose was to bring in the younger audience, to bring in the 14, 15, 16-year-old audience, get them interested in the show, right?
I will say this. There was one particular episode I really did kind of like him in, and that was the shapeshifter. Remember that one where like that girl, like he thought it was a girl, but she was a shapeshifter. And that one was kind of cool. I mean, that was sort of like almost like his first love on there almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you remember the episode where I think it was Wesley finds out that his father was killed in action, and that Captain Picard was the head person on that away mission, and so Captain Picard gave the order that he had to sacrifice his life or whatever, and so Wesley actually blames Picard for his father's death.
Yeah.
You remember that episode, and that he ends up struggling through that. That's a very personal. That was one of those episodes where it was more of a personal struggle than it was exploring new areas.
Now I will say this also. There was another episode that I did kind of like Wesley in, and that was the one where that asshole, like he had the ship that was kind of like it was just a piece of junk. It was like just like a junker car, like what we would consider a junker car today, and like he crashed it, and then he carried that flask of whiskey. And then he was hiding it from them the whole time. And then he was bitching about how Picard was leading the mission. And he's like, oh, he's going to get pooped out before we all are. We have to walk all the way in this desert. Oh, man, blah, blah, blah. And then he got in that cave and they found that water, but they couldn't get to it because there was some kind of electrical force field or something. And Wesley was actually the hero in that one. I mean, Picard had a giant rock land on his head, and then that guy got killed because he got shocked by the wind. And that one, I can't think of the name of the episode, but it actually was, I will admit, a really good Wesley Crusher episode, I will say. He told that jackass, he was like, dude, and you were the one that said that Captain Picard was a wimp? Huh, you asshole. Is like he was lighting that whiskey the whole time. Do you remember that?
I honestly don't remember that episode. I do want to say I remember an episode where Captain Picard got hurt and he had to like deal with Wesley for the whole episode. Or was it? What was it? The Captain Picard? Because there was one episode where he didn't like children and he ended up being stuck with all the children.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's been a couple episodes later, but I think you're thinking about the elevator episode. Or not elevator, but turbo lift. All those kids were stuck in the turbo lift, I think. No. Wait. Was it the episode where where Quark and the other whatchamadoodles, what's the name of that race that Quark's in? The
Ferengi?
The Ferengi, where the Ferengi, they took over the ship and Picard was a little kid.
Oh,
And
that's
Wesley,
right. Yes.
yeah. Picard and
Yep.
Whoopi.
I remember Picard going, "I want my mommy."
Yeah.
I want my mommy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so
Yeah, that
awkward because he was like 14 years old saying that. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh shit, we lost Saji again.
Yep. I saw him pop off.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what, man?
What?
I could talk about Star Trek all night long. I really could.
How long
But
have we been going on? You know what I got to do?
we've
Almost 3
what's that?
hours. You need to start watching Doctor Who.
I know. Yeah.
If
You're
you
right.
guys like the next generation type of there's technology, but it's more about there's a bigger, deeper storyline of the human condition. Doctor Who, the new series, the new reboot, basically, that's what that is, and it's absolutely amazing.
Mm.
And you should
Yeah,
watch
I've got it
all the
on Pluto
episodes.
TV. You're right. What I want to watch is what's the older episodes is what I want to start watching. The one with the guy with
the black and white ones, when it starts off black
no,
and white.
no, not that far back. Who's the guy with the bushy hair and the long scarf?
That
That's
was the fourth Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to start watching them.
I started watching them. The problem is that a lot of their references and a lot of what they're dealing with isn't really relevant now, and so it's hard to kind of gauge what is going on. Not to mention, I mean, these came out at the same time like Star Wars.
Oh, that was the name of the Star Trek episode. It was called Final Mission, where Wesley was about to go off to Starfleet.
There you go, Final Mission.
Yeah.
Tom Baker.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to. Yeah, Dr. Baker.
Yep. Tom Baker. He was definitely a great doctor. There's a documentary here, a docu-series on YouTube here about all of Doctor Who, all the way up until like the wilderness years, and then the reboot and stuff like that. And but I never really watched. I know the older Doctors. I've tried to get into them, but to be honest, it's hard now to get into the older Doctors. But David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston, and Matt Smith, they're all phenomenal doctors.
Okay.
We're not going to mention the new one because she destroyed the. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I can go on with Doctor Who anymore because of what she did, and not just her. The writers. Right.
Of the show. Yeah, you're right. The writers do that. That's their fault.
She was terrible too, but the writers were no help whatsoever. I mean, I don't even know who to blame, the writers or her. I mean, I blame her because she's the first Doctor who didn't even know what Doctor Who was.
Yeah.
I mean,
you were telling me that one dude was a fan his whole life.
David Tennant. Yeah. He went into acting for the sole purpose of playing the Doctor. I mean, that is amazing. That's amazing. But now when you look up things that she's tweeted about the older Doctor, she's tried to run all the Doctors through the mud. The writers totally destroy the entire storyline with the Timeless Child. That's another one I know we're getting late, and I've just switched to a new topic, so please cut me off.
Well, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second, and then we'll start wrapping things up when I come back.
No problem. I'll talk to the audience. All right, Doctor Who. If you guys watch Doctor Who, I would watch from series 1 of the new reboot with Christopher Eccleston. I would watch it, but to be completely honest, it didn't really gain popularity until season 2 with David Tennant. David Tennant really brought it to the the world stage now. And then Matt Smith just elevated it super high up. Christopher Eccleston wasn't bad. He was really good. It's just that he was more of that 90s, like he was like a 90s kind of a doctor. It was, leather coat and stuff like that. And I don't know. There was just something about him that was more, last action hero than it was kind of doctor. But David Tennant and Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi. I almost forgot Peter Capaldi. See, Peter Capaldi has to grow on you. Yeah, Rose did carry a lot of that. Peter Capaldi. See, my wife loves David Tennant, loves Matt Smith, but she does not like Peter Capaldi. And I agree. Peter Capaldi took me a while to get used to, because it took him a while to get used to. He wasn't like Matt Smith that knew who he was in the first episode. In the 11th hour, Peter Capaldi took a while to get his kind of his edge that really made him who he was. But then he ended up growing on me too. But yeah, David Tennant. I would start with the David Tennant series. You don't really need to know anything before that anyway. You'll miss a couple episodes like the Are You My Mommy? Which is the scariest phrase ever said if you've watched that episode. Oh, he's back. There you go.
I was just thinking of something while I was pouring some more tea. Were you here when we were having that discussion? I need to go get some more tea.
No.
Oh man. You missed out, dude. That was before we were trying to figure out ways of making you get past the chuckle, like where you do like a real hard belly laugh. Like we've never heard you do a hard belly laugh.
Yeah.
So, like you always do that chuckle. You always go. That one. Yeah, that one. But man, I'll tell you what though, dude. It'd be kind of cool. You and I should start like a review series where we talk about, how some of these people like, what is their name, like Red Letter Media or whatever.
Yeah,
like we would be a smaller channel, but we should totally do like a Star Trek, like all Star Trek, or a mixture of like Star Trek, Doctor Who. Like we should do like a sci-fi review series where you and I review episodes of like shows.
What would be cool is if we were to do like what I said with the challenge of what we're gonna, I'm gonna watch all the things, and we could have like a homework and say, okay, next episode we're gonna do this, and we're gonna review. We're all gonna watch this, so even the people in chat can like watch it for that next week, and then come in and we can all review it together, basically, and dissect it. Really good to do Doctor Who with that. Doctor Who is great when it comes to the dissecting and stuff. Obviously, Star Trek is. The problem is one, Star Trek, we'll be doing this forever. If we did one episode a week, I mean, look, we've been doing it for we'd have enough content for 30 years just on Star Trek alone.
Yeah, but hey, I'm good with that. I'm cool. Why can't we just do Star Trek? And hey, you know what? We would have enough material for just Next Generation alone. I'm talking about just Next Generation for like, the next 5 years or so.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what, we could write a list. If you want, I'll get a list together of those types of shows, because there's some that I haven't watched, that I would like to watch. I can't even. Oh my goodness!
I'd like to revisit. Yeah.
There's another like Star Trek esque type of series that wasn't super popular, but it got quite the following, and I can't remember. They even made a movie on it, and I can't remember what that show was called. But that I'd find it and I'll write it down, and could even, I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
I think that would be cool.
I mean, you have my email, and I want to send you that picture of that Batmobile, and we'll show it on the next show.
Okay.
But hey, let me go ahead and call out some names for a final shout out. And that's how I imagine Rain on the Plains talks, by the way. I was doing each and every one of your voices earlier, like Rain on the Plains. And she's been on the show before, but I forgot how she sounds.
Yeah, I will say, Rain on the Plains, you are welcome to disagree with me. You're welcome to call me out on things. I enjoy that. We're not really supposed to agree. In fact, things are better when we don't agree.
That's the thing, dude, is you and I don't agree on everything either.
No.
I mean, we're at turns on this whole Wesley Crusher thing. So, I mean, you kind of like him and I don't like him at all. So,
yeah, you guys got to stop calling out things I want to talk about. But let me say, Captain Jack Harkness, his character was weird. It was really only brought in so that they can make a spinoff of him. I'll have to look up your channel, Rain on the Plains. But yeah, Captain Jack Harkness was awesome. But then they brought him back for this new doctor that we're not going to talk about, and it was terrible. It was a terrible episode. All the episodes were terrible, but this one was terrible too. But yeah, he for a character that was only on like 5, maybe 6 episodes, my goodness, did they develop the heck out of that character. Just in Doctor Who, let alone was it Torchwood? I'm pretty sure that's Torchwood. All right. Stop mentioning the Babylon 5. Stop mentioning things.
They're just going to keep doing that. You know, they're doing that just to keep you on here, keep the show going. That's what it is. They don't want this show to ever end.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we could go on forever when it comes to, all these little, nostalgic sci-fi shows.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, yeah, but hey, let me go ahead and call out these names one last time, and let's start wrapping it up, man. Here we go. All right, we have DD74 in the house tonight, along with Milo Fire, and of course Rain on the Plains, who's been very active in chat. I might mention, along with DD74. Thank you guys for chatting. It's awesome. I love having active chat. I'd rather have active chat than a dead one, It's great. Yeah. Let's see. That's all who's Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
I have to do Sagi's voice. Michael Fontaine.
Was Sagi's here? Oh, that's a
fooled you. No, yeah. Let's see. What? Scrolling up, there's a lot of Milo.
Milo Fire. Did you mention Milo Fire?
Oh yeah, I mentioned Milo. Oh, Aunt Solby was here. My wife was here way earlier on. I didn't even notice that. Like, it passed up. We must have been talking up a storm about Star Trek. Not one of her favorite subjects, I might add.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We got Lothar and Tobin.
Oh, yeah. Lothar and Tobin. Schwing. Yeah. Can't forget Tobin Schwing. I like that dude. He's cool. But Lothar, he went to bed earlier, I think. Connie Joe was here early. I know that. And, of course, you were here.
Yep.
Chatting it up, and we dragged you in here.
I'm always up for jumping on. Whenever you guys need or want me, I'm always here for it.
Well, I'm glad you were here tonight because Sagi's been popping in and out. So, yeah. and that's all I see right now. There's some lurkers, but heavens mine, we've been on here for over 3 hours, so
It doesn't even feel like it. But then again, we did take a break, and I got the Red Bull, so it kind of gave me my second wind.
oh yeah, true. Yeah, if you had that Red Bull on Tuesday, by golly, we would have had more episodes of my stop motion Star Trek.
Is that all you had with those two? The two parts?
Oh no, I've got like a ton.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's what you got to put on the other channel where we talk about all this stuff.
Yeah.
The stop motion of sci-fi. Firefly. Firefly. That was the show I was thinking of.
What was it?
Firefly. They made a movie.
Firefly, yeah.
But I've never actually watched Firefly. Never actually watched it. I don't know why it just popped in my head. I wasn't even really thinking about it.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like you'll be totally not thinking about something, and then boom, there it is. That's what I do.
Right.
Yeah.
We did the shout out. Thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for I don't know, Hebrew probably knows, but I do read chat religiously. I'm constantly looking at it. So if you guys type something, I try to respond, but I do. I read it religiously. I read everything. I love the trivia you got on us, Rain. I'll tell you, I really enjoyed all that. You know, you guys answering some of my dementia, failings today.
We're gonna no, I won't go there. I won't say that. I was gonna say something totally wrong, but you've got the Biden's disease, do you?
FBI showing up at your house tomorrow.
Oh shit, yeah, Black SUV, come get me. Oh man. After this week, I wouldn't be surprised after what's happened all this week to me. I just tell you. Ugh. It's oh man. No, that was last week. And now stuff's been going on this week too. I won't mention on the air what all happened, but
you hit a doorknob.
Well, I did that, yeah. Yeah, on purpose though. That was on purpose.
That was on purpose.
That was on purpose. No. Kind of waiting for Sadgie to get back before we close out the show, but I don't know. Do you think he's going to make it?
I don't know.
That's the chances. His chances of that are about the same as me. One of my stop motion Star Trek movies, Data using the contraction.
But here's a question for you, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just moving on to a new topic. 90s though, real quick. Maybe we'll give Saji a couple more minutes. All right. Do you guys remember if you guys watch Star Trek, I know everyone on here has watched the X-Files, because you can't not watch Star Trek and not watch the X-Files. So you watch the X-Files. But what I was actually, you remember when the X-Files was on Sunday? Did you watch the X-Files, Hebrew?
Well, I watched at the X-Files, like it was in my background. Like I could hum the theme song like from memory, like nobody's business. And I can tell you, it's like Scully and Mulder, right? Mm-hmm. That was the two characters.
Although no one puts them in that order, but yes, Mulder and Scully.
Yeah.
But what I was actually referring to was if you guys watched your X-Files on Sunday at like 9 o'clock,
mm-hmm.
Sundays at 8 o'clock, they always had a sci-fi show on prior to it, and they switched it up every once in a while. I believe they had one of them was like The Mantis, was one sci-fi show, and then another one was a it was an interdimensional one. What the heck show was the name of it? Do you guys know what show I'm talking about? The dimensional show that they ended up making a portal every time, and they went through the portal, and it was a whole different dimension, and maybe the Nazis were in power, or the Soviets, or something was just wrong with the world.
It wasn't Stargate, was it?
No, but I think Stargate was also another one that they had on. Well, no, Stargate was a little later than that.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. It was the one with the dude Sliders. Yeah,
Sliders.
Sliders. Yeah, they made that to a movie.
Did they make that into a
I
movie?
think that was a movie too. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So Sliders. So I've because I was such an X-Files fan, I've actually watched all the Sliders and I'm pretty sure it was Mantis. I'm pretty sure that was the name of it that was on prior to Sliders or even after Sliders. But it was at the same time slot. And it was a superhero sci-fi movie. I mean, it was like, if I recall, I think it was like if Blade was sci-fi, like not a vampire.
Oh, okay.
But it was that same Batman type of, thing. I don't know why I was thinking about that, but it's just a bit of nostalgia to think about those that came before the X-Files. Yeah, he was basically a cop in a battle suit. That's basically what Mantis was.
Yeah, I used to watch Birds of Prey.
No, I'm not familiar with Birds of
That's
Prey.
not sci-fi, but we're talking about Batman earlier. This happens in the Batman universe. I think it was Catwoman or the daughter of Catwoman, and I think it was the daughter of Batman. And they were teamed up somehow, and they were called Birds of Prey. And
isn't that a new movie with
no, there is a new movie called Birds of Prey. I saw.
Oh, okay.
This is totally different. This was back in the 90s, and it was like I think it was the daughter of Catwoman and the daughter of Batman, like Batman and Ra's al, like Talia Ghul, like their kid, but they had a son. They had, Damien was their son, but they also had a daughter, I think. But anyway, it's called Birds of Prey. It wasn't very popular, but it was like popular enough to be on WB, if that means anything.
I don't think anymore, but yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. But WB, they came out with like Smallville and
Smallville was good.
yeah.
I enjoyed the Lex Luthor character in Smallville. He was great.
Yeah, WB was like what is it called now? Like WCW or not WCW. Yeah, Wrestling versus Batman. No, it was the what's it called now? The CW? What the fuck is that called now? Oh. But anyway, it was whatever that is of its time,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Alien Nation. Now you're
Alien
really.
Nation. I remember Alien Nation.
Yeah, now you're really bringing up the nostalgic old side.
Oh, we've been talking about Next Generation so long. You remember the show with Jonathan Frakes? It was called. It wasn't called Believe It or Not. What was it called?
It wasn't on not Unsolved Mysteries.
No, it was Truth. Something Truth. Beyond Belief. Beyond Belief. Beyond Belief. Did you ever watch that one?
Yes, I did. In fact, did they put out a new Beyond Belief?
Is there a new one? Or was that a new one?
I thought they put out new Beyond Beliefs. I don't. Maybe not. I'm looking for it, of course. Dang, he was in 6 episodes of Star Trek Discovery.
Jonathan Frakes was?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How could he?
I know. Well, he was probably a writer and producer. That's probably why.
Oh my gosh. That guy is so funny. Like, in my shows, he's funny. Like, did you ever attempt to do like the Riker chair slide, like the the leg over?
No.
Oh yeah, the Riker maneuver. That's what it's called.
The Riker maneuver.
Oh man, could you imagine like like going to a bar and just doing that? Hey guys, zoop. What the hell? What's your problem? Oh man, I don't know. But hey, you know what?
I think that's enough time. Yep.
Yeah. But no, I do want to talk about Riker some more. One of my favorite parts in that movie I did was when Worf he tells Worf, hold back, Worf. No, wait a minute, Worf. Don't hit that guy yet. Okay, now, Worf. And Worf was so waiting to like hit that guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, half the time Worf was like annoyed with Riker.
Yeah.
I do my impression of Worf, but I'm terrible with impressions. Yeah, I don't think Saji's coming back, so
Yep.
we can close it down.
Well, yeah, I hate doing this without him, but I'd like to say thanks for everyone being here. I like to say thank you for being here, Keith's dad. You were amazing tonight, man.
Thanks.
You were phenomenal.
I wasn't even expecting to come on.
I know, right? Like you were just like, man, I'm just sitting here trying to chill. I'm just chilling like a villain taking penicillin, you know? And these guys, they asked me to come on. Well, okay, I guess if I have to.
Yeah, but I'm only good if chat is good. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only good if chat is good.
Mm-hmm.
When they're active like that, and I don't mean that as just it sounds very cliche to say that, but if chat is dead, I really have very little to say.
Well, you know what? That's the other thing I wanted to thank you for is like keeping up with chat, because most of the time me and Saji we're off in our own conversation, or we're trying to present stuff, or we're just like, okay, now look at and we're trying to read articles and stuff, and often we kind of get tied up in that stuff and we forget about chat. Not that we do it on purpose. Like we try to read as much chat as possible, but
me, I'll just butt in and be like, hey, I gotta mention that this guy on chat. I try
I'm
not
glad
to
you
be
do
too
that.
annoying with that.
It's always good to have that third eye, It really is. Like when we have Armor on the show, he does the same thing. He's like, hey, wait, I gotta stop you guys for a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You guys are really good at that. We do appreciate that, man. So thanks for doing that for me.
Hey, if I wasn't doing it, on the stream, I'd be doing it in chat. So I'm a lot more when I'm not on the stream. I'm always talking in chat.
Well, that's why I wrenched you up, man. You're the best.
Well, I appreciate it. All right.
So
let's call it a day. I got work tomorrow.
Yeah, we all have to do that. So all right. Thanks everyone for participating in Thursdela Thursday. And Keith's dad, I hope to see you hanging back, checking out Shifty Sunday. That'll be our next broadcast.
Always. I'll be there.
All right. With that being said, everyone have a good night. Hang in there, drive safely, and remember to tip your waitresses because that's all they get paid. No, I'm just kidding. They don't get paid shit. Good night, everybody. Oh, that was kind of mean. Should I have said that about our waitresses? I don't know.
Well, I haven't seen her all night, so.
Oh, yeah, true. Good night, everybody. Well, that does it for tonight's show. It's been real, and it's been fun. And yes, it's even been real fun. But as all good things do, they must end.
But remember, there will always be another show. Oh, at least I hope there'll be another show. As long as my internet keeps going and I'm still alive, I guess there'll be another show. But anyway, until next time, remember that snakes don't always bite. But when they do bite, oh, brother, it really hurts. So long, everybody. Ha ha. Yeah. Hey, do you like this music? It's completely free. Oh, yeah. Dig that jam. Ha ha. See ya.